spoon it and the spoon to be standing up like this. How's it going? It's Saturday night. I hope everyone's doing well. It is another beautiful day here in the House of Sewing. How's it going, Tammy? How are you?
I'm still alive. I sewed all day and I'm still alive.
Being optimistic. That's the way you should be.
It's the only thing I can do at this point.
Oh, twin, how are you? How are you?
Oh, it's been a great day. I've done a lot of cutting, sewing, getting ready for some projects.
Yay.
And my kid even won an award. So we went out to eat for special tonight. So that
Congrats
was
to your
exciting.
kid.
Yeah.
Yay.
She took fourth place in beta club for the state.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
So happy for her.
I need my caffeine.
Girl, I got mine too. I got two. I got my Vente
Mine to kick
triple
in, too.
quadruple
I'm just
espresso.
sitting there like, oh, caffeine, do your thing.
You want some of
Yeah.
mine? You can't have it.
Well, the wind is supposed to die down, I think, tomorrow maybe.
Oh,
So that will
yeah, you
help
did
a
tell me it
little
was
bit.
windy.
Yeah. Sustained winds of 35 miles an hour.
Nice.
That's not gusts. That's like sustained. Gusts is like up to 55 plus.
Let's
We're at
go fly a kite.
right. This will shred your kite. We're at 20 miles an hour right now.
Do you know when I was a kid, we used to fly kites all the time? I have such great memories of doing that. We'd have
I have
huge box kites. Like everybody had one. And it
Yeah.
seems like people
Nice.
don't do that anymore. Do people do that where you live?
Box kites? Yeah,
Or just like
not
at the beach.
yeah, not here. You don't fly kites here because your kite will literally be shredded. I
That's a
when I
challenge for
lived
me.
yeah,
That's a
when
challenge.
we lived on the Mississippi coast, I actually bought a kite and went to the beach and went and flew it. My
Yeah.
dog had no idea what the heck to think. It was glorious.
I think that's the last time I flew a kite was when I was at the beach, which was millions of years ago.
Hey, Mona, hello, great to
Hi,
see you.
Shalom. Hi, Melina.
Yay,
Hi,
hello,
Mona.
Hi, Melina.
Melania. Yay.
I am so glad everyone's coming on.
Yeah, right?
I'm
Absolutely.
super groggy. Do you know every 9 or 10 months, my third shift life catches up with me.
Yeah.
Because
Is that all it takes?
I'm a real life vampire. Well, I get caught in routines and my body just acts accordingly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this past couple of months, it just kicked me in the tail. Plus, with the fires and everything going on, it hasn't been a fun month for people with respiratory issues.
You
No, I
sound
bet
better
not.
today.
You do sound better.
Yeah.
I'm
Shalom
trying.
had a small aircraft advisory yesterday because the insane wind and the gale force
It could be
was with
watercraft
us.
too.
Yeah. Interesting.
Could be watercraft.
But I just remember flying in a plane one day and just coming down and just swaying back and forth. Like it doesn't bother me because I know we're gonna land. But to some people,
What goes up?
you could see them gripping their white knuckled.
What goes up must come down. It's just how hard
Exactly.
that landing is going to be.
Since
Yeah.
Oh,
you
is ocean craft.
since you
Ocean craft.
love my stories, I
I do.
We both do. We both
I've
do.
lived,
Hold on.
man.
Let
I've
me look
lived.
like I'm on the seat of my pants.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
In a plane, I've dropped the pilot said it was 1,500 feet. When you said white knuckle, we were in the middle of the Arizona desert, and the plane just went zoop, and everybody was like, ah, the entire time. No one was tough. No one, even the tough guys were like, ah, on the plane. It was That was my first real like.
He wanted to show you zero gravity.
Right?
So
Here's what
everybody,
happens when the elevator cord breaks.
oh man,
Oh, ever since you mentioned skydiving, it's like in my brain.
I want
I'm
to.
gonna have to go.
So a long time ago, I
Hi,
very
Joy.
hey Joydy, hello,
Hey,
hello.
Joy.
In a
How are you
crazy
doing?
in a crazy way, I said I was gonna make my own parachute and jump out of a plane. So I started calling
Don't
around.
pack it.
I started calling around, and in the United States of America, no one will let you jump with your own homemade parachute. I tried,
No.
but I called this place in Tijuana, and the guy was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Come on down."
Oh my
Oh
word.
dear. William, please don't.
And
Please
TJ
don't.
is closer
Are
to
we,
me than Vegas.
are we gonna go skydiving? Can that be a twin thing?
I would
Would you do that with me?
I
Tandem though, like you get your own buddy, I get my own buddy. Like, no, I
yeah,
would need to go with someone.
yeah, but with my respiratory issues, I might pass out. That'd be a crazy video of just me just flopping in the wind. Do you know I was an
I'll go
avid
first so that I can flip over on my back. I go, here he comes.
when I was younger, I was an avid roller coaster rider. As an adult, I'm not kidding you. I am man enough to say who's someone who grew up near a theme park. Some of
Yeah.
those rides give me heart palpitations now. It's so
Oh,
sad. The same rides where I'd be like, I remember waiting to be as tall as this ride called Viper. I went on and I was
yeah.
like, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. As an adult, I was like, what am I doing? So all the
Right.
Make
I'm glad I did all that
life
crazy
decisions.
stuff when I was younger.
Yeah,
I'm just glad.
yeah. I
I'm
see.
so
My kids still
out.
ask me to go on roller coaster rides with them, so I'm still doing it. There's one called the Boomer. Well, it's not called the Boomerang anymore, but it would go and spin around and then just stop at the top and then come back around. But
When I was a
yeah,
kid, we
yeah.
had this ride called the Buccaneer. It was a pirate ship, and it would just go like
Oh
this.
yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
loved that thing.
yeah.
Now
See,
you
I have to
couldn't
sit in the
pay me to.
middle of that one now. No, because when I was little, I was like, yeah, get me on the edge, get all the way to the top, so I could feel that drop.
Also, the swings, the elevated swings.
Hmm.
They have been at Knott's. I don't know if they have them anymore. I haven't been to Knott's since I was a teenager. But they have them at Knott's. They have them at Disneyland, Magic Mountain.
Yeah, yeah. I was on one 2 years ago.
I would
I'm
never
looking
ever
here.
jump out of
But
a completely good plane.
Yeah, exactly right.
so okay,
Like
Shalom. It's all right. It's all right.
the military makes you. I'm not in the military. So I'm
See,
good.
my daughter's best friend's grandma, she was a paratrooper, and
Okay.
so I had lots of conversations about this with her, and she was in Fayetteville for a long time, and she would pack everyone's parachutes and things.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, she did that for the wars and things.
Yeah.
She's an amazing lady.
Now you know that they don't let you pack. Oh, Mona's going to bed. She says can't stay awake. Good night, Mona.
Thank you
Good
so
night,
much for
Mona.
stopping by,
She's had a
Mona.
busy day. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I have to. But I've been looking forward to this.
I will be finishing my coat this evening. I've been working on it. Whether I finish it on stream or not is a whole other. I would put it on, but there's a bunch of pins in it right now because I need to
Yeah, we
finish
don't need you
sewing.
being. Yeah,
Oh,
no porcupines tonight.
come on.
I put a jacket on one time live on YouTube, and I did the full Yosemite Sam where my eyes opened up and I jumped. It was like a bad cartoon because there was pins poking in my back. I jumped.
Oh,
I jumped live on
nice.
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, nope, military life definitely not for me. Thankfully, they wouldn't take me even if I got drunk enough to stumble across a recruitment office. For me, it's not even a military thing. it's one of those bucket list things, but I don't think I'll ever do it because of how I am now. You know,
All right. What about I Fly?
what's that?
Going into those places with
Is that like when
with
you're
the
in the
fans.
hamster suit and you're in that big cylinder?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. They had one in Hollywood forever, and I never went. It was there
Well,
forever.
they have one right here in Charlotte, right across
She
from Great Wolf
is.
Lodge.
She is totally setting you up for that, William. I'm sorry. You can't deny that one. You
I
can't
have to
deny
see
that
if
one.
No one will go
well,
with me. My whole family, no one.
Hollywood is
I'm
like
trying to
20
find
miles
someone.
from my
I
Hollywood is
might
like
go with you.
Hollywood's close.
Okay, come on.
He can stand there in line and hold the dog leash for
Yay!
Paladin.
Yeah.
Paladin will give him lots
Hello,
of
Come on.
kisses.
Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha. How are you doing? Yes, happy Saturday.
Like I said, when I was younger, I did bungee jumping. I did all kinds of crazy things that I don't think I would do now. That's my whole thing. Like when I was younger, I was a bit more adventurous. But I encourage it, especially like if my son's watching, when you're 18, if you want to sign up and jump off a bridge, you'll do the same thing that I did. You'll jump off and say, "Why did I do this?" On the second floor, you're like, "This is kind of fun." Not really.
Did you feel your spine go like a slinky?
Yeah.
It
See,
happens
that's what I'm
so
afraid of.
fast. It's that whole experience. It takes longer to explain than what really goes on.
Yeah.
Where'd they tie you at your waist or your
Your
ankles?
feet to your ankles.
No.
No, thank you.
I can't
You're
do
have-
that.
yeah, hello.
You're harnessed in, but you're centered at your ankle.
If I want a chiropractic care that bad, I'd go to a chiropractor.
Yeah, I would have peed.
I told you there's a real fear. I've told you there's this weird thing where you want to, but you're so scared you can't. There's this
Yeah.
weird thing when you do things like that. Like you're totally like, okay, am I doing it or not? Like you're so scared. Your body's like, nope.
I mean, when I went in
Why do you-
ziplining, I technically jumped off a 3-story building, and then it was just a rope that caught me. Technically.
This is so true. When you're young, we were immortal. Nowadays, fully mortal.
Oh yeah. Thankfully mortal, yes.
I've crashed.
Yeah.
I dropped a bike and stood up, and people were like, "Why are you standing?" I was like in a real car accident, a real accident. Now I would be on the ground, like, "Don't let me up! Don't let me up!"
My kids really enjoyed the Great Wolf Lodge too, Tasha.
We went to the Great Wolf Lodge in PA last
I haven't
fall.
been to one.
Loved it. They were asking me if we could go back. Is that where
Did
you get the
you?
wand?
Yeah.
Okay, we went to one out here. We
Okay.
went to one of those.
Yeah.
I've never
And
been.
there's like a huge water park inside.
What
Did you
got
have a huge
me?
water park?
Yeah, Travel Channel. One day, I'm not kidding you. I'm sitting there, we're watching it, and they had an infomercial. 45 minutes into it, I'm Googling and I'm like, oh, it's on the other side of Anaheim. That next weekend, we went. I wanted the wand. Isaiah was like 7. We were both walking around with wands. Like it was an experience.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss the little guy face. Now he wants freedom and independence. He wants a car. He's like, or he wants a bike now, and I know why. Because he's done. He's done with the adults. No, because he has a schedule.
He'll come back.
Well, life gets in the way as an adult, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a kid, you don't realize all the administrative thing that goes on as an adult, you know, because you don't care how the trick works as long as it works. As long as those lights turn on, as long as that fridge is filled, kids don't care.
Oh.
He's at that transition phase. He had the real world hasn't completely hit him yet.
So, speaking of which, my mom has struck again.
Oh,
So a while ago, I scored this big TV right here. because my
Okay.
mom was like, I cannot control the volume on my television. She's like, I cannot control the volume on my television. You can borrow mine for.
I'm good.
My kids are resentful. My kids, no, he's not resentful. My kid's a teenager. He's 15, so he's like in his height of his teenager. Oh, the good old days. So my mom, she can't figure out her TV, and she always says it's the volume. It's the volume. I end up buying her another television. So
Yeah.
this is, I think, 3 TVs ago that I purchased for her, and it's funny because this is my buyback program. So at this point, we're like 2 or 3 TVs into it. The other day, she calls me and she's like, "It happened again." And you know, when I was a kid, my mom used to always tell me, "There's a common denominator in this." And so, you know, full circle, I'm like, "There's a common denominator in this." And she's like, "No, it's my TV." I go in her house and she can't figure it out. Well, I can't figure it out. So when I picked up my son from school, I was like, "Hey, we're going to Walmart." And he's like, "No." I was like, "Your grandmother, she can't figure out her TV again." So I bought my mom this time a 40-inch television where if she can't figure it out, at least I'll get another one. But I'm not kidding you. Hold on.
Are you gonna show it?
Yeah, why not? This is behind the scenes in houses. I'm not kidding you. This is a giant television. Spatial perception is real. This thing is huge. So now I have giant monitors where I don't have to wear my glasses during stream.
Tammy, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but we had a game. How many monitors does William have in that room?
I'll have to
I
watch
think-
replay.
Well, no, it wasn't on a live. He
Mm.
I know
counted.
the answer. See,
I
that's
do know the
thing.
answer,
You know-
so I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh,
But
James,
maybe you should ask the people.
it's 3-2. It's 3-2.
Yes.
Our teams are playing each other right now. We're actually being extremely peaceful on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
This
Because
is
we're
way
trying
more
to be civil
peaceful
with one
than
another.
I thought. This is way more peaceful than I thought it would be this evening.
Oh, you thought I was really gonna go all out?
So, needless to say, my mom,
Hmm.
I end up, so now I have monitors everywhere. I have Sanford and Son going right here, Babylon 5, the offshoot Crusade, who only had the show only had 1 season. I wish they'd at least filmed a 2nd season because they left you on a cliffhanger.
It's gonna go into overtime. I can feel it. We're coming back.
So
Third
now
period.
I'm officially sitting in like a CIC for as many monitors that I have.
Mm.
I can watch hockey, my neighborhood, and the news, and the news at the same time.
And watch thousands of YouTube channels.
I gotta
Put it on
catch
this
up.
one.
I'm subscribed to you.
Mhm. Oh, bye, Tammy. What
Oh.
happened?
Hey, Rita, hello.
Hi, Rita.
Oh.
No.
Oh, the
If I
Kings
had-
have scored. It's 4-2. Just a good old boys on a losing
Appreciate you.
streak. Oh, damn
Well,
it,
you
come back.
cannot. You
Oh, she
can't
is
win. She is back.
Oh.
What happened?
We're gonna see how long my internet works again.
I'm
Okay.
playing that same
Because
game.
my internet's kicking me off again. I mean, I'm connected to the old internet again, the way that it
Yeah.
was when it started kicking me off the other night. I don't know what the heck the deal is. I can't connect to the new one because then it's blurry or may not even work because it didn't work earlier today.
Mm. Maybe it's the wind. I'm gonna blame it on the wind.
Are you gonna blame it on the rain, Milli Vanilli fanatic? Blame
I
it
didn't want to say that out loud
rain.
because then I would have said, "Oh, Silly Manilli. What about an outfit?" Mm.
This is what I'm working on. I really just need to sew under the arms. I'm really precise. So the serger is no joke. like the serger is no negotiating. You're sewing and cutting at the same time. So I do stop at a certain point with arms because I need as much space as I can. So I sew the bottom of the arms on and the collar as well.
Tammy, did you see Rita's comment? She said call them and ask for a filter. Yes, Shalom. Shalom, I have
Fantasy of dressing up like Milli Vanilli. And you know, I have
William
to say,
dressing up as Willy Milly.
you just want to see me in leggings. Really.
And shoulder pads.
You want shoulder pads? I can give you shoulder pads right now. That jacket I purchased in Vegas was amazing.
I saw that one. I
That's
only
one
saw
of
it on
my-
a video.
That's one of my banjo jackets when I just walk around my house pretending to be a blues player.
Hmm.
Especially on Saturday nights when I'm alone, like I feel sorry for my neighbor. Do you know my new neighbors? When they see me, I'm like, hi, and they're like, hi. I really wonder about you. They've been here for a while now. How you doing, Tammy?
Oh, I don't know. She got to be frozen.
And now I have blame it on the rain stuck in my head.
Blame it on the rain.
Milli Vanilli, before we knew, you know what's really funny? I'm obsessed with Boney M, and he didn't sing the Rah Rah Rasputin song.
Oh,
You know, and I absolutely am obsessed with Boney M. It still pops up on my my playlists and stuff.
oh, she wants you to wear a do-rag too. Shalom.
I haven't worn a excuse me. I haven't worn a do-rag since there was a 19 in front of the year. I started balding when I was a kid. Well, I say kid, I was like 17, but like, so I started shaving my head around 99-ish. And haven't turned back. And now, so you really okay? We could do it without the dreads because we'll both get canceled. So if I go leggings and jacket, my jacket is gonna be so big. Do you know? I've been messing around with my coats. I want to show you something that I own. That's a shirt.
Okay. So how are we both going to get canceled? I'm not even attached. Anywho. Oh, Oh,
Hold on, I'm coming.
I'm coming. I know. I know.
Yay! All right, so this, I'm gonna switch my angle in a minute, but this is a shirt. I bought this thinking it was a jacket.
We're gonna hope.
This is a shirt.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Do you see how humongous this is?
It goes down like mid-thigh.
This is a shirt.
Did you put that patch on it?
I did. It did not come with the patch. But look how humongous. This is a shirt. And you know what? For spatial perception, I'm 5'9". I know people always wonder how tall am I? I am 5'9". So this shirt is for someone that is 10 times my height.
All right. Now I'm really big.
I knew you were getting.
The people don't want to see me that large. Oh.
I wear this. I wear a hoodie underneath this, and I wear this as a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll wear this with leggings.
Like, what is it? Like a 4X or something? 4X LT?
No, it's just shirt.
Oh, okay.
It's in European sizes, so I can't necessarily. I don't. It's not necessarily easy to identify.
Yeah. Shack shirt.
This
He's
is
a
a
tall
Shaq
man.
shirt.
Yeah.
I used to buy my shirts. We used to have a big and tall store, but I liked it just
Yeah.
because their shirts were longer. The back of their shirts were longer. And as someone who used to do construction, like plumber crack is real,
Yes, it is. Oh, I could never, when people came to work at my house, I would be like, yeah, I just need to be in the other room because I'll say something.
I'll wear a flannel. I come dressed like it's tool time. Like I wear a flannel. I am fully covered for when I'm fixing those pipes.
No comment.
I'm serious. Plumber crack is ridiculous.
Oh,
I could use that shirt as a dress and go all the way to the floor. I'm almost 5'2". I love this. I've been cleaning out my closet, so I've been rediscovering all the crazy stuff that I've been buying over the years.
I'm glad you're finding it all. It's humorous.
I wear this. One of the reasons I pulled it out too is because I'm gonna patch it up. I love it when I walk into my work and they're like, "The patches don't make that shirt look any more tough." I love that. I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
All right, let me get my table. Back
Hey,
in the
do you
day,
guys notice how clean his room is?
It is
He
clean.
could walk all the way back.
I've been doing some cleaning in here. Oh, speaking of which, I made it a whole month.
Yes.
I made it a whole month without buying sewing machines or sewing machine accessories.
Hold on. Oh, we gotta do the heart.
But what? You still haven't bought any, right?
Nothing.
So you did make it a whole month. Today is the
He
1st of
made it a whole month.
February.
Yeah, I made it a whole month without. I haven't
31
bought
days and counting.
fabric, sewing machines, or anything. Yay! Hello,
Hi,
Joyce.
Joyce.
Great to see you. Great to
Hi,
see you.
Joyce. Hi,
Yay.
Kilroy.
I remember telling one guy
Hi, Joyce here.
who was doing some wiring on our cable. I bought him out a jar of peanut butter. It said either cover it or I'll patch it. The guy laughed. Said, "Oh, yeah, plumber
It's
crack
like,
is."
how do you not notice?
It's because people in general live in denial. I even went through it recently because my shirt size went up, and I'm still wearing my old shirts. And I'm like, "Ooh, this shirt used to be baggy." That is my new thing in the morning when I try a shirt on. I'm like, "Oh man, I'll be there. I'll come back one day." But people are not real with themselves,
Yeah.
and so they think they're a large and they're an extra large. If
Hi,
you lost
Kilroy.
nothing during the past month and you still have that fire hazard you call a closet, I do have clothes mountain. I definitely do have a mountain of literal clothes. I made a lot of stuff in 2024. I made a ton of stuff in 2024. Now I just have blame it on the rain.
Okay, we need another song. I'm so sorry.
It's your obsession with shoulder pads and leggings. I'm not a leggings guy. I'm not playing for the Niners.
Okay.
I'm not
No.
playing for the Kings.
But you started it. I never really thought about it until you started dressing up in different outfits and doing things. I'm like, really? I can see it. And you still haven't done it. And because you haven't done it, I'm just gonna continue saying it.
Yeah, she hasn't. She won't let up. You've lost that one, William.
But I don't bring it up a lot. Like I really think there's a couple more outfits that's in my brain, but we'll wait for another stream another time.
I do not wear anything other than big shirts. I do not like them tight fitting. I'm the
That
same
sounds
way.
like a Dr. Seuss book. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I do not
By the
like
way,
them.
I love wearing hockey jerseys.
Oh, you see what I'm wearing?
I don't see you wearing your hockey jersey tonight. I thought we were wearing hockey
We're
jerseys
winning.
tonight.
The team doesn't need me. They don't need me on the bench tonight. They don't need me. We're winning right now, 4-2.
How much time do we have left? I don't even want to look.
4 minutes. Well, it's ticking down. It's 4:05 right now. Ticking down.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. It's all
I
right.
would
It's
look-
all right. You can take it because we're coming to LA. It's not done yet. Mm, that's fun.
I always wear long shirts with sleep pants underneath. I live in denim, so I always have like a vest with a sweatshirt or a good combo. It is 6:30. Thank you.
So Rita, when I'm home, leggings all the time, t-shirts, shorts, whatever. But when I go out, that's when I gotta step it up a little bit. Can't wear leggings out there.
And I'm not anti-legging. I'm for as much as I am from the 80s, I am a child of the 90s with pants so big when you stop, you can camp out in them. You can cook a chili outside of them. Like they're so big you can sleep in them.
See, I never liked those really big pants.
I was never a big
Like I did
fan of the
straight
huge
leg
ones.
pants.
Oh no. Uh-uh.
Yeah, I did the straight pants. Oh, layers. Yeah, I always wore layers.
I layer depending on what's going on that day. It's been weird lately though, because it's been like they just said it's gonna be 48 at night and like 70 something during the day.
Oh,
So our weather is insane.
It's cold there.
She has so much sympathy for you.
Zero.
Mm,
That's called zero. Hold on. Let's see if
No.
Lauren.
No, it's because I would be out in Carline and I would send him a picture going, I'm freezing. I am freezing. And and then he snapshot a picture. It's 81 degrees here. Nothing.
You didn't
Like,
send me a picture in Carline. We're gonna have to have a talk.
This was pre you.
Well,
When before
fine,
our
be that way.
I know it was like during the fall when we really weren't like hanging out
It was
like that.
creepy though because it was 80 degrees all the way up until December this
way.
year. So the weather
Yeah.
was like from a different planet.
So in
Yeah.
November, my hands were red, my eyes were watering because of the wind. I'm trying to do car ride or punching all these kids' numbers so they can get home safe. And I go, it's cold. Well, it's 81 degrees.
It's just weird
And
to
then
me. Like you're fully wrapped up, and I'm like,
Yeah. Like I had my
shouldn't have
heated
worn-
jacket on,
I don't
my
know.
Duke beanie, like yeah.
And I like leggings, but like the ones that have fat legs on them. Not hick.
Oh shoot.
My favorite was bell bottom pants. I'm almost to that
Yeah.
pile. I've been cleaning. I'm almost to that pile of bell bottoms. I went through this weird phase where I made a bunch of bell bottom pants.
Those came back for the teenagers this last year. All the girls were wearing bell bottoms.
Also, Janko jeans. It still trips me out when I see kids wearing Janko style jeans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's still one of
That
my
all
most
came back.
watched videos. I was the old guy, like, hey kids, you want to learn how to make Jankos? I know how to make Jankos. Come over here. Come to my so-called life. I'll show you. I even had a in one of my
Sounds you're
thumbnails.
13 or older.
It was Steve Buscemi, and I don't even know what scene that was, but he's like, hey kids, where he like it was some skit where he walks in to a high school pretending to be young, and he obviously is not.
Yeah.
And yes,
Isn't
I
that
do
all
think-
adults? Don't we all pretend to be young and we're
Oh,
not?
we do.
I've
We do.
I still
accepted.
feel like I'm 18.
Me too, but I've accepted my place in life because, like, my son and his friends, they'll be saying something, and I'll walk in and I'll say something, and I'm like, "Oh, that wasn't cool."
Hmm.
Or they start talking. I don't even speak the language that they speak anymore.
No. I know. I was like, what does that word mean?
We,
And they just
we're,
start telling.
I love
we're
bell
officially
bottom
in the
shorts,
Google it age.
and so I've accepted my place because even like even Twin over here has still tried to explain cap to me, and I still don't get it. Or like, there's just certain things where I don't want to get.
That's probably what it is.
Okay.
That's probably the delay. The cap
Okay.
is you just don't
No
want
cap
to.
means no lie. It means no lie.
People say it all the time. Just say, hey. Well, that makes me think you're a liar then. If you're saying no cap, I just went full
No
circle.
cap.
And I just had a whole conversation by myself.
You did. You did.
Oh.
I just wrestled a bull. No cap.
For real.
Like,
But I get that. You know, my generation, when I was a kid, we used to say Audi 5000. And my pops would be like, what's 5,000? You know, so I get it. I get it.
oh,
Or peace
Oh,
out.
you had lingo I didn't have.
We used to say peace out.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm
Mhm.
from
Oh,
LA,
yeah.
you know.
That's true.
he
That's
still has languages, like stuff that he says, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
I've actually turned it
So
down.
I'm not alone. Okay.
No.
Well, I didn't
No.
realize how regional my dialect was until I got online. And so I
Okay.
acted accordingly. I just acted accordingly. I was like, okay, I'll take these certain words out because you know, like where I'm from, people still say rad all the time. You will walk down the street and someone say, that's rad.
Yeah, that is definitely old. That is not a
See,
that is
and
not a
then-
new one.
And then you and I'll say stuff, Tammy, and he goes, don't say that if you're around here. It doesn't mean, wait. And I'm like, oh.
Oh,
So he
We're-
said, yeah.
We're sensitive.
I've
said-
missed
yeah.
that one. I've missed
Oh,
that one.
yeah.
Well,
That was a
it's-
conversation.
Dialect is
Yeah.
it's all different depending on where you live. You
Yeah.
know.
I can say some
So-
things that you don't say in the South.
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
So I
Thank
just
you,
like,
Rita.
you know,
Thank
I
you,
kept
Rita.
myself censored when I was in California. I tried to keep my vocabulary as minimal as possible, so not to offend anyone. Because I didn't
Isn't
have
that
a
a
tour
challenge?
guide the whole time I was there. So
I don't even. Is that English?
what?
I've
Rizzler?
heard it.
Yeah, that means like you're hot,
See,
like you're attractive.
See, I didn't even know that one.
That's
I've
747.
heard it before, but I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, man, it's like if you got Riz, you're attractive.
All right, let me clear this. We're down to the 1 minute mark of the Kings finally getting a win.
Oh,
Just happens to be against the Carolina Hurricanes, the
I
North.
mean, you lost 5
Carolina.
games in a row.
We
I
have,
guess
and
there
we
won't
got
be a
shut out
storm
the
surge
past
tonight.
two. We need a win.
So what do you guys do when you win? Do you have any special like little thing that you guys do on the ice before you get off when
they
you're at
do-
home?
We do the 3 stars, and they give their sticks to kids. And
Oh, see, we do that too.
Bailey comes out like on a either like a 4-wheeler or like, you know, our mascot comes out and does most of the show.
Oh, well, like we go to the middle of the ice and we do like a clap off. All the hockey players. It's called a storm surge. Guys.
I know.
So I didn't know if you did anything like that. I guess your team doesn't have the Riz.
No, we
Okay.
don't.
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna have to like start talking in this language now. Just little bits here or there.
Just enough.
You can do
to-
Spanish word of the day, and I can do Gen Z word of the day.
And I can do vocab word of the day. I'm not starting today. Just forget it. It ain't happening today.
Someone tells me no cap, I'm gonna say nope. You're right. I don't wear a hat. It was hard enough for me when I lived up north and people said pop. I'm still not over it. It's 20-something years later and I'm still talking about it. Like, I'd rather you call everything a Coke.
I call
They
it a
do
soda.
down here.
I call it
No, that
soda.
is not a Coke.
Everybody where I'm from calls it a Coke.
Yeah.
But I've
Did you
always-
ever
I've
drink
always-
cheer wine, Tammy?
I've had it once.
Okay.
I do know what it is.
I just didn't know if you were ever a cheer wine fan.
Not a huge fan now.
Yeah. With you being a Dr. Pepper, so.
Yeah. One of the things that you can't find up here that my husband misses is grape pico.
Is
What?
what?
Grape pico.
I've never
Grape
heard
Pico.
of that. I literally just went.
It's a different. It's kind of like grape Fanta, but it is so much better. It
Okay.
is like the original grape Fanta before grape Fanta existed, and it's
So if
still
I ever
made.
travel to you, I know what to bring. Got it.
That's for my husband. Yeah,
For your
I will
husband, yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yay!
or
We
peach
gotta
flavored
make.
Sunkissed.
Oh. Mm-mm.
They do make it.
Mm-mm.
We can't get it up here. Nobody up here has it.
Hello,
Welcome,
Judy.
Judy.
Hello. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, I call
Yeah.
soda or a caffeinated drink a pop. In
Yeah.
it was just weird. Where I live, they just call it what it is.
Because y'all gotta be weird.
It again, and Oregon is not that far. Well, from where geographically speaking.
Correct.
Okay, as long as we went that route.
Comparatively.
But like even in Northern California, they have a different dialect.
Mm-hmm.
They say hella in Northern Cal. That's how you can actually tell someone from Northern California. And we do not say that at all in any way, shape, or form. When I lived up north, they even have T-shirts. They sell T-shirts that say that Northern California. It's it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a hella thing.
But we're famous for like wheatgrass and kale. So, and people do like
Oh yeah. Crunchiness.
people are weirdly vegetarian here. We have a bunch of Whole Foods. Wheatgrass for miles around here. It's a
Oh,
pop
it's
until you
fine.
identify what kind you want. Absolutely.
Mm.
The whole genre are called soft drinks here, or just by name.
Yeah, in the southeast, it is a Coke. What kind of Coke? So you go in and ask for a Coke. What are you stitching on, Joyce?
So no,
Oh,
like if I want a
soda.
soda, I say a specific type of soda. Like, but I don't drink soda anymore
Yeah.
because I just blow up like a balloon. All right. Oh, you want to see what I'm doing? Oh, you gotta make me big. Thank you.
I got my
Okay.
finger on the button. I'm ready to go.
Oh, see? So this is what can you see it?
It's looking awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's my friendship star. And then I'm just doing some lines, some embroidery around it. And then we're just gonna class it up a little. We're gonna put like "So Blessed by Jess" or something on it. All right, I'm done.
You just
That
love
was so
the big
short-lived.
camera so much.
I really do. You should just stick it on me the whole time. You know.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, William.
I
Just
hit
keep
Zoom for
on
so
the
long.
I'm not that
It
mean.
doesn't. I'll just ignore it after a while. I'll be like, oh.
If they say no more meat, I would say, oh, ha ha ha. I'm not. Well, it's like we have super unhealthy options
Yeah.
here too. It's just like people are extremely healthy here, so it's weird when I go to a place like I've been to Texas and they don't have Whole Foods and all that stuff like we have here.
They don't have Whole Foods in Texas?
But we have like
They
mom
do.
and pop vegetarian places. We have vegan restaurants.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
actually
Okay.
find vegan restaurants in Cali. You cannot
Yeah,
find
there's
vegan
vegan restaurants in North
here.
Carolina too. Yeah.
You can't find them here. I get to pull out a new
It's so
one.
small. Yeah, it's just the population probably doesn't warrant for it. There's a couple places in Cary.
It's just
Yeah.
oh, my dog.
With all the Indian people from India
Yeah.
that live in Cary. We have quite a few of them. Vegetarian restaurants.
Now
And it's really good.
Indian. Now
I've been a
I'm
couple
craving
times.
Indian food.
Yeah.
I still
Welcome,
want
North Carolina. There's a couple really good restaurants. Or come to QuiltCon next year. There you go.
There's a pizza place up the street from my house. I still haven't tried their curry pizza.
Oh.
It's a pizza restaurant, but it's It's an it's all Southeast Asian cuisine, but it's a pizza place.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never even thought about putting curry on a pizza.
Neither have
Chicken
I.
curry. Is it chicken curry? Like
Yeah,
chicken
yeah, oh yeah,
curry?
oh yeah. The
I
menu.
could taste it. I could taste that.
I got a mailer and I was like, oh, this is within driving distance. I
With
just
like,
discovered there's a Thai food restaurant up by the pizza place that I go to all the time. But the thing about where I live, absolutely, Joyce, that jacket was amazing. The thing about where I live is that restaurants usually don't last longer than a year. And
Yeah.
so places are so easily forgotten here. I would
yeah.
never buy a restaurant. I'm saying that outright, out loud. I want people to, I would never
And then
order.
next year,
Kilroy's not a fan
um,
of vegan restaurant. This is definitely the California of Canada. We have not just vegan restaurants, but also raw food restaurants.
oh, rough. Yeah. Okay.
I
They
bet you if
definitely don't have that
Interesting.
here.
I bet you if I googled that, the bunch would pop up near my house. Well, I like meat. I
Probably.
prefer or seafood before vegan food. I love I eat beef ribs every 3 days, so I'm not fighting for the other team. I'm just saying I absolutely love beef ribs, and I've been on this weird thing lately, like of eating them.
How do you cook them?
Lowry's. I put them in the oven and I walk away.
Oh, okay. Low and slow.
Yeah, low and slow. And I'm a barbecue sauce aficionado. I've even got to the point of making my own. So it's
Okay.
for me, it's about the barbecue sauce. Sometimes I think I make
Coming.
certain food just because I love the sauce. Like I'm addicted to chicken fingers, but really I think it's the Dijon mustard I eat it with.
Coming to a store near you, Williams barbecue sauce.
Mhm. Right.
Can you see it? Cowboy hat and all.
Oh yeah.
Like Stubbs.
You
I've been
gotta have
making
the
a ton of
cowboy
money
hat.
off of Stubbs. I would love to be like Stubbs.
I don't. What's Stubbs?
You don't have Stubbs? Look up Stubbs barbecue sauce. That's me in
Yeah, I was about
30
to
years.
say I
No,
don't have a Stubbs, but I know what they are.
I don't know.
Hey Ed.
Hi Ed, how are you doing?
Yay! Hello,
Uh,
hello. Great to see you. Great to see you.
just one B barbecue.
Raw food restaurant is, is
Cuties.
that a produce?
Two B's.
Oh, you know what's so funny? Yesterday, I told Twin how I no longer see people selling oranges on the freeway, and today I witnessed someone selling oranges on the freeway.
Oh, just in time to prove you wrong.
I know. I was like, oh.
That's the way it works.
One day I will release my dash cam footage.
yeah.
I have it more for
Oh,
insurance purposes.
they did used to have a Stubbs here. It's closed.
Stubbs, I probably have a bottle in my pantry right now.
It was probably pre-Jessica to North Carolina.
There was a place locally that had Southern pizza, cornbread crust, ham, collard, black-eyed peas. Oh, that sounds amazing, Joyce.
Speaking
Oh.
of food, Jazz, today is National Dark Chocolate Day.
Hey.
Should I go get some and eat some? Yes.
You're welcome.
It would be
I
a
love dark
produce
chocolate.
market.
Mm,
We have a lot of markets around here, but there's farms everywhere
Always.
where I live. So we have like every Thursday there's like fresh markets that pop up all over the place.
oh, I love that season.
And there's always one in the college by my house. And they actually, when they rebuilt the college, they made sure that the southern end was wide open so they can continue to have the Thursday
that's
fair.
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
I haven't been to a farmer's market in I don't know how long.
There's a couple permanent ones that are around me. One's over by NC State in Raleigh, and the other one's in Greensboro. And we'll go, and every Saturday in the summer, we'd go early, first thing in the morning, so that we're back by noon. And Yeah, that's where I get a lot of my produce and everything in the summer. Gotta support those local farmers.
There used to be one right
Mhm.
by my ranch, but like a bad movie, there was this guy who bought land upstream and cut all of our water off. He was a real life villain, a real life.
Mm-mm.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh,
It took us 5 years of litigation to get the water back.
mm,
And there was a farm that had been there since before my time, and they went under because they had no water. You can't grow food without water, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
geniuses.
I agree, Rita. What happens is I fall in love with something and then I learn how to make it myself. I've been like that my whole life. So there were certain types of barbecue sauce that were like had a little bit more vinegary barbecue sauce, and so I just learned how to make it myself.
So that was gonna be a question that I had. Do you prefer more ketchup based or vinegar based?
It depends on how froggy I'm feeling, but I grew up with the ketchup based, so I'm more vinegar based.
So you're a Western North Carolinian.
Oh yeah,
There's a distinct line. There really is.
well, I grew up on the bottle and stuff, and I just kind of graduated from there.
You grew up on the bottle.
Yep, he
Yeah, me
did.
too. I was just walking around with a bottle of barbecue sauce with it stuck it on it. Yep.
Oh dear.
I also grew up
Yeah.
drinking. Was
This
it
could
the
be a
red
long
Kool Aid?
stream.
What Kool Aid was it? The red one? I can't even
Oh
look at
yeah.
that stuff. I can't even look at that stuff now. I had so much Kool Aid as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I used to dye
So
the ends of my hair red with Kool-Aid.
I
I
got
never was able to do that. I'm so jealous. I wanted to though.
My hair was a lot lighter back then. Yeah.
I would eat it with a spoon.
Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I was addicted.
Oh. Did you have one of those like really cool pictures? You know, like with the Kool-Aid man?
No.
You didn't
We
have the
always
Kool-Aid man? Then you
no, I
didn't
grew up
live.
in a house. We did have designated. I love kale too. There's kale everywhere around here, Shalom. Um, we had designated pitchers. Like one was for the iced tea, and you didn't put anything in it except for tea bags. There was one for
Mhm.
lemonade where you didn't put anything in that but lemons. And then, we had the community one for the Kool-Aid. And you know what it makes
Wow.
me laugh? Like
My parents weren't that cool.
I grew up on tap water. My parents would empty a milk jug and put it in the fridge.
Mhm.
And that was our water. And if it was empty, you'd fill it up and put it back in the fridge,
Yeah, we had well water. I think that was the best water I've ever drank.
Oh, watched a video on corset boning last night. I tried because Phoenix got me inspired, but I tried to make a corset, but didn't get too far.
Mm,
I've started one, but I haven't finished it. I had a whole bunch of stuff happen right after I
yeah.
got the mock-up done. But I got the mock-up done.
I wouldn't
Have a
even know where
great
to
night,
begin.
Joyce. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Night,
Good night,
Joyce.
Grace.
And I kind of prefer. I don't know. I still like the ketchupy kind because I grew up on was it KC Masterpiece, and like I love those old school barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that aren't around anymore. Even the one
Yeah.
that's like, what was that? Even that salsa, the commercial, that's from New York City. New York
New
City.
York City.
I remember that.
I loved all of that. And I grew up in a house where people grew chilies and made their own. I'm really, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm not the pickiest in the world. I make my own butter.
Yeah.
I
I
used
thought
to
about
do that.
I was so gonna ask you right now, twin. Because you are a canner. So I was gonna
I
ask
am.
you if you were a
Oh,
butter
You can
churner.
can butter. You can can butter.
you can. You can. It's yeah. Oh, I haven't done that in a long time.
I haven't
Okay.
ever canned butter, but I know you can.
If you can can it, I've tried it.
What
Promise you.
about ew. So are you gonna disown me when I tell you that I eat margarine?
No, but I'm gonna ask you, is it just a taste reason, or
I
you really
grew
feel
up,
that that's the healthiest thing for you?
it's all I know. Like I recently stopped eating Imperial like 8 months ago.
Oh, so now what are you on?
I have to
May
look.
I ask?
It's called, what is it called? Challenge butter or something like that. They sell it. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it everywhere.
Okay.
So are we just gonna say don't eat it in front of Jess and she'll be alright right now?
No,
So she
I've been
doesn't
taking the butter.
have
Butter
a
takes too
no.
long.
have
It.
a
It takes way too long.
I just think it's a taste thing.
It is,
yeah, it
and
is.
Yeah.
I like salty food. I'm weird. It was paste. It was paste, Rita. Thank you.
Yes, it was paste. Yeah.
Because I get the salt-free butter too. So
No, I need that salt.
yeah, we'll just that's like an intravenous. We'll hook you up to an IV.
Well, when you make mashed potatoes, you can use the salted butter instead of the unsalted, and you don't have to add as
Uh,
much salt. Oh, okay.
yeah, I add garlic salt to my and then I'll add like more salt as I need it.
Yeah, Tom doesn't like
Um,
the garlic flavor, so we don't do that route.
Oh,
but
I'm a seasoning. There are certain things I eat where I don't even know if I like it or if I just like the seasoning on it.
Oh, that happens.
because what I would do is I would put mine to the side and then I would finish seasoning because I just can't do all of that. So you won't see me ever season or put any more salt and pepper on any of my food. How it comes is how it is.
Well,
But
We
you
have
know,
to
like
work on
the
that.
white, like, and I've used like the pink Himalayan salt or like the, I don't know, it's different.
all right.
So
That did
now
not
that we're,
cut in half. I thought this was going to cut in half, and it did not cut in half.
oh
So
no,
I need to measure twice and cut once.
Yeah. So I completely took a whole bunch of stuff with me today for that Cult of Valor show day.
Yeah.
And I haven't unpacked yet. I got home like an hour before this live and had
Mm-hmm.
just enough time to eat. Yeah, I haven't unpacked yet, so all my stuff is like still put up.
I actually do that. I travel with my patch box everywhere I go. I take my patches with me, trying to look for inspiration for certain jackets.
Mm.
Right.
I was so happy today was productive.
Yeah, I'm glad it was for you.
I needed that. I'm definitely tired.
Hey,
Candace.
Candace. Hello, hello. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Candace. Long time no see. It's like we only see each other on Saturdays now. I miss you. I miss seeing you around. You
Absolutely,
always had something,
absolutely.
just the wit that she would say, just get you going.
Also though, I grew up with just, classic American 1980s Crisco margarine. So I'm not necessarily the person to come to for health talks.
Well, I use Crisco when I'm making biscuits sometimes.
Biscuits.
Yeah.
I
I'm
use
craving.
it for pie crusts.
And pie crust. Yeah.
I'll use
But
a half and half. I'll do half butter, half Crisco.
no, Crisco all the way for pie crust for me. But it all depends on like if I really want like a nice biscuit, I'll use Crisco because that's what Mickey D's uses.
Oh,
There's your hint for the week for the day.
The secrets come out.
don't say
Hey,
too much. People are gonna come by with red coats with yellow arches on the back.
can you see them? They're driving up with their big McDonald's like clown feet. We're coming to get her.
Ronald, you're gonna get put in front of Ronald. Mess
Yeah,
around
like
and find
Ronald,
out. You're gonna find
see,
out.
catch me.
Oh, The Hamburglar is gonna be your lawyer.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Oh,
and
the
Grimmy can be
Hamburglar
part of
is
the
my
jury, and Birdie, hmm
The
and the
Hamburglar is
French
my
fry guys.
Oh, I miscut because I was laughing. Oh,
Oh, we can't have you miscut. Sorry.
no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
He's lying.
Oh my
He's not
word.
fine. He's talking to us. He's not fine.
Yeah. Oh, did I mark that
You
off?
travel with
Yeah.
patches. You aren't a patch seller. You have a problem. Yes, I do. That one I will admit to. I do have a problem. And I show them to people like a traveling salesman. Welcome to the world, wonderful world of patches. Have you seen my patches? Here, look at this one. This one's a Madonna.
Oh.
Crisco's diabolical. I love Crisco. Yes, I have to work now. It's really interfering. I interfere with my quilting time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hide a sewing
Yeah.
machine at your job like I do.
I was thinking about that. But I think they would hear me working.
They probably would. I used to take hand sewing to work with me.
Would you get in trouble? Because
Oh, no.
like there's a lot of downtime and and no one's expecting you to stand around and be a super citizen at my job. So there is downtime. And there's some people that do their job and just leave. And I love them for it. Hey Alibaba, how's it going?
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
We know Jess. I go for big biscuit. I have a problem with Mickey D's breakfast. I think it's because no matter where you go around the world, it tastes like McDonald's. McDonald's is the most consistent relationship I've ever had in my life.
So,
Even
Rita,
more
then
than
you might
Marco.
think I'm fake. But I've made those biscuits for years.
I would pick Mayor McCheese. I'm a youngin. My age is like three sports right now, which keeps me away from home. Absolutely.
I
So where is he?
Every day. I'm driving my son to MMA every day, so I totally get that. Dibs on the 5-minute Freddy D.
Where are you?
Imagine imitating the world's foremost producer of fake food for your cooking cheese.
Oh, here you go.
It's their
It's
breakfast.
McDonald's. Now, if anyone knows McDonald's first mascot ever, I have it right here. Can you see it?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
I've seen that before, but it's been forever.
So if you know who he is,
I don't know.
William will give you a prize.
Don't put that on me. Don't make me switch my camera back. My so-called life is not a prize channel. I think you guys are all prizes yourself. I think every single one of you are
Oh.
amazing, and you
You
are
guys
the
are all
prize.
prizes.
Absolutely.
You are the prizes.
You don't need anything from me except for love, my continued latitude, love, and understanding.
But I've never used it. And do you know that the first McDonald's, the company was from LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they moved them to Illinois after they got bought out.
The original McDonald's, the property, the original actual McDonald's is still there.
Yep. Oh, really? I need to go see it someday. I really do. I really do.
Make a pilgrimage to California to see the original McDonald's.
It's like my little Mecca. Now I've read the books and everything. But what was I going to say?
It just has those 1950s arches, you know. It still has the architecture and everything.
There's a McDonald's here in North Carolina that mimics that restaurant. But it's just not cool enough. But I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys just kind of worry about who that little mascot is, and then we'll get through it when you guys have no idea. Oh, but there's actually
a snack than a bra. I haven't said that in a while. Like, you look like a bacon and egg cheese sandwich. You look good. Now I'm craving bacon and egg sandwich.
So, Ollie, I worked at McDonald's for 17 years, and I actually ran 16 restaurants before I left. So I'm quite well versed in the business.
That's amazing, Ed.
But somebody's really close.
30. 30. It's episode
They're
30.
Googling it.
Wasn't the Speedy or Speedo or something like that?
Speedo.
You never know. There's been
Just let me know.
There's been
I'll
terrible mascots. Speedo was probably better than some of these other ones.
yeah.
Oh,
So yes, it was Speedy. Speedy is the original mascot, and then Willard Scott was the original Ronald McDonald.
the guy who used to announce the birthdays for everybody who was over 100.
Yeah, the Smucker's commercial guy. Yeah, he was the original Ronald McDonald.
Crazy.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know if that has enough angle for me. Here, we'll give it a
But
little.
Mayor McCheese was my favorite. Like when Ollie mentioned Mayor McCheese, I was done. I was like, yes.
I
used to
just
tell
like
people I was
saying
Mayor
Mayor
McCheese.
McCheese. Just like McDonald's. I'm addicted to
Yeah.
breakfast. It's so strange. Like I said, it's the only thing that I've ever been around that tastes exactly the same every single time I order it.
Yeah, if they
I
cook
like
it
the
right.
bagels.
I used to get
I
the
used-
bagels.
Yeah, I used to get the bagels a lot.
I was addicted to Carl's Jr.'s biscuits. Even after I worked there, I would go there. It was a bad habit. And I'm not kidding you. I got a bad one and I never went back.
My husband is like that with Wendy's chili. He used to work for Wendy's,
Oh.
and he loves their chili still.
I still eat Carl's Jr. and people that worked there with me 20 years ago are like, why?
Ed is asking me what their eggs are made out of. Eggs.
Yeah.
They're real eggs. The folded eggs are real eggs too. It's all
Yeah,
real.
they don't
It's
taste
just
as good as regular real eggs.
no. It's because they're cooked and flash frozen, and then we just heat them up at the store.
Oh, now I'm craving apple pies. I buy they sell these, at this grocery store, they sell their version of it. They're so good. They are so good.
The Big Mac Cop. Oh, I forgot about him. What happened to their apple pies? Their apple pies, I mean, the only thing that changed was the top. They have like a lattice work and they put more sugar on it for those people that are addicted to sugar.
They may not sell them in certain areas. Like
Really?
when I was looking at the Hardee's menu, a lot of that stuff they sell at Hardee's is illegal in the state of California.
Well, they still sell
apple
apple pies. They still sell the apple pies, but they had to stop eating them up as much because they got in trouble because people were getting burned from the apple pies being too much.
Well, of course, it's molten lava when it comes out of the oven, and you're not supposed to serve them for a minute after you cook them. Geniuses. That's the employee's fault. They know better.
No, it's been a while since I've heard you call someone an utter and complete genius.
Just wait. When it comes to food, no. But no, they're definitely not as good as they used to be. But I'll still eat one. Yeah. Put it with ice cream. I'm done.
I went to the first German McDonald's and they had a McBeer. That's Mick awesome. I must be rude. When I was a kid, I was reading history books, not forming an emotional attachment to fast food characters.
We watch entirely too much TV sometimes.
The Moon Man, because I've been watching a lot of really old Johnny Carson shows. I found this really weird rabbit hole of watching the Carson show. It's hilarious, but the commercials will pop up. When the Moon Man popped up, the 80s.
Me too, Ollie.
When the 80s commercials popped up, I was like, oh, I remember these. And it was sad. I do have an emotional attachment to the Moon Man.
Oh.
It's sad.
Do you remember, Ollie, when they were fried apple pies?
You mean they still don't do that?
No, they don't fry them anymore. They bake them in an oven.
That's cruel.
Well, it's because of people from California.
We do too for everything.
Yeah, we just couldn't. We just didn't want to handle it anymore.
If that was real, I would actually believe that. Somebody, I live in the land of lawyers. People don't even fight anymore; they just sue each other.
Do you have Charbroil Burger, Charbroil Grill? Am I saying that right? I don't know which one it is. Charbroil Grill. I think that's what it's a restaurant, but they still have fried apple pies there. Because when I not owned it, when I was running a store, I went there and got a box, and we did old fashioned day at McDonald's. Or we brought back all the old prices for one day.
They do that here, and people lose their brains. They do that here, and people go bonkers.
Yeah, I had about 25 people working each shift. It was absolutely hilarious.
Do you know what's funny, Candace? I really don't go to Popeyes anymore. Well, it's like every fast food place here. Every time I go, I end up spending $60 to $70.
We don't have Popeyes here.
I just don't understand.
An APs, and I saw this on Twitter years ago, and I thought people were just like, I'm like, oh, you're being dramatic. An 8-piece in California back then was $23. It's even more expensive now. So I'll get like an 8-piece, and then my son will get something, and then I'll get an extra side or something, and it comes out to almost $50 or $60 every time. So I really do not go to Popeyes anymore.
I just spent $60 on the family tonight, and we had an old fashioned seafood broil.
Yeah, good food.
And for the three of us, and we had real food. I just can't imagine spending that much at a fast food restaurant.
What's happening?
Not unless I was bringing 10 people with me. I mean,
every time
where's my entourage?
Let's see. Hold on. I think I have the Jack in the Box receipt, so I'm not telling fishing stories. Because my son, for as healthy as he is, he's always like, we spent on Friday, 1/31/2025, we spent $30.50 for 2 people.
Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy here.
I believe you.
And that was just a Jack in the Box. And he got a number 3 with a chocolate cake, and I got a number 4. And it wasn't even that good. It was not good at all. I was so mad. I think I was more mad because of the price. And they made us wait for it. It's no longer fast food anymore. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But I love my son, and he works hard. He does everything I ask him to, and he's like, let's go to Jack in the Box. I'm like, okay. But it's insane how expensive everything is here.
Yeah.
Is it that expensive where you live?
No. Well, it's expensive, but it's expensive in our economics. It's not expensive.
Now, New York's
California
the same.
Expensive.
Yeah. Like New York's the same is like California expensive.
Yeah.
When I go to eat fast food there, because they pay their workers like $15 an hour.
Here it's like 17.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the last time my sister's, because my sister still works at McDonald's up there.
I always say this, Rita. There's a barbecue place by my house now. I try to get my son to go because you get better service. You get fresh bread. Their soda machine works. And it's real food. Like real, you get sloppy barbecue for the same price.
Yeah.
It's so true. It makes me so mad. I get a hankering for KFC once every 18 months. KFC, they're few and far between here, but they're still amazing. I go to one in the Valley. You might as well go sit down for a restaurant. Thank you, Judy. It's so expensive here.
Yeah.
And I tip. You know what's funny? Going to Denny's actually is cheaper than going to like Carl's Jr. or something. I just did the math right now. For 2 people, it's cheaper. Yeah. I'm not saying Denny's is 5-star or anything, but You know, at least they're sitting down, caring.
You actually have metal silverware.
There's silverware. Yes.
And it's metal. It's not disposable silverware.
Yeah. You get a lot too when you go out
Yeah,
to
you
eat. And
can.
it's not, I mean, fast food, you might not even get a full box of French fries.
That's what made me mad too, because between my last Carl's Jr. trip where I ordered my zucchini and they didn't fill it up, but they charged me like $8 for the zucchini, like something insane, just something insane.
Yeah.
But I grew up around real Karens and complainers, and I try not to do that in front of my son, even though I do. I try not to. I
Well,
don't want. I don't
if
want
it's
him.
warranted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but don't even get me started. People just don't get. It's just society has changed. Society
Yeah.
has changed.
Welcome
Yes,
to
it
life.
has.
And so now, because everything's so unreal, and it's one of those things too. This goes back to my sewing machine addiction. Just because I can do it doesn't necessarily mean that I should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to check
Mhm.
myself, and that's how I feel with fast food right now. I'm kind of over it. Next week after school, we're gonna go sit down. We're gonna go to a fancy restaurant because it's probably cheaper. But your
Yeah.
son gets hooked on barbecue.
Yeah.
These are the things. I love that barbecue place. Yeah, I love.
Mm.
It's just a standard. It's called. I think it's called Wood Ranch. It's just a standard suburban chain. It's probably in every like West Coast town, but I love it. That and Lucille's. Oh, not mad. You know what's funny? I was not a fast food eater, and then COVID hit, and I'm like, just started craving fast food. Every sit down
Well, that was the
restaurant.
only thing that was reliable. You can go through the drive-through and grab it, and then you didn't have to wait in line. It wasn't going to be hours, maybe.
And people around here honored not leaving their house. So it was weird. There weren't that many people out. There really were not that many people out. For somewhere, I live in a place of 10 million people just in my county. It was like a ghost town. It was eerie. You never know if fast food order is hot or correct. Drives me insane, Candace. And I try not to. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
oh, it was. And then that's another thing. They forgot my son's order, and because I used to work fast food, I'm looking at them and watching them talk, and I'm like, oh, they forgot his order.
Yeah.
But whose fault? Like, I don't know. In the end, it's one of those weird things. Is like here in California, we no longer have people that are front line at the desk. Now there's kiosks everywhere. We no
Yeah.
longer have people. And they did that because they were told to pay a living wage. They're like, okay, we'll put robots.
Yeah. And also, they know if they keep everybody at part-time, they don't have to pay insurance for them either.
Yeah.
That's so
That
true.
was a big thing before I left. Oh, I fought that hard.
I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I had a
As soon as
spreadsheet.
as
I
soon
had a
as they go down
spreadsheet that I
to
had to keep up with.
32 or less, you no longer qualify
Yep.
for benefits.
I remember
I could
that, but I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about like back in 2015, I could only have 8 people in my restaurant that were full-time. Everyone else had to be part-time.
Which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Roadhouse. We have a Roadhouse around here. I love the Roadhouse. I miss going to those places. It's just I'm so
Yeah, I like
busy. I feel like I don't have time to sit down. But with these prices, like I might as well. My
Mm-hmm.
city was a
Yeah.
ghost town and started ordering groceries online.
Oh,
Nobody
I know.
cared during
Groceries
COVID.
online.
We just proceeded as usual. It was people respected it here. People were so careful here during it here too. In our grocery
Mm-hmm.
stores, I say this because I don't think people are like, haha, whatever. Our grocery stores had bouncers. All of a
Really?
sudden they had big dudes where if you weren't wearing a mask, you're gonna get told by some 6'7" dude, put a mask on. And I'm not kidding. They were at all grocery stores. So they were literally hiring goons here in California.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Crazy time.
Not here.
This is the longest I've ever taken for a caller in my life.
Because you're taking time to talk. That's what the difference is. That's all that it is.
And I'm craving those brownie bites too.
Now I'm craving the. So my husband bought us pizza last night, and he always orders brownie with it.
Yeah.
And I normally don't eat it, and I packed a couple of brownies to take with me today in case I needed the sugar.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat it, so it's still sitting in my lunchbox.
Shh, don't say anything. So it can still be there in the morning. No.
No,
You're gonna go get them?
I want to.
You did not. Go put them away.
Oh my gosh, really?
No, go put them away.
That is so not fair, William.
Oh my god.
I can't have one. Tammy can't have one. It's not like you can reach over and give us one.
You're so amazing. It's worth it.
All right, Jess, do you have some dark chocolate handy?
I can go get some dark chocolate.
Okay.
Oh man, these things are so evil. When I bought another one, my son was like, "You have a problem, sir. You have a problem, sir." Yeah, your governor died with buddies and no masks. Absolutely. He has to show his face. I order my groceries online and pick up. I save so much money doing that. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my coffee.
Is it good?
William, you owe us.
Oh, yeah.
You had 2 women on the live who are sitting here craving chocolate, and you go get chocolate, really?
Oh my gosh, these are so decadent. They're brownie bites with frosting on top. Hey,
Hi,
Joyce.
Joyce.
Hello.
Well, I went and grabbed Girl Scout cookies and my chocolate.
I give in to temptation at the grocery store. The cookie, when I bought the cookie, I thought people in my family were going to give me an intervention. I truly thought they were going to give me an intervention. They were like, okay, you have reached the level of ridiculousness that we cannot follow.
So what percentage is your dark chocolate, Tammy?
Oh, it's not. It's the brownie from the Blondie brownie chocolate thing from Domino's.
So I get 85%
Mhm.
dark chocolate. I like that bitterness with it.
Slum.
I should say.
Completely agree. You'll see. There.
Oh, easy.
Oh man, worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that chocolate boost.
See, for all the stuff that he takes from us, Tammy, we can handle it once in a while.
Yeah.
We can do the heart thing.
Yep.
With the sad
Well,
face.
I can't. Mine
Yeah, you
doesn't
can.
do it. Mine doesn't do
Yours
it.
doesn't do it. Oh,
I'm not on Apple
I'll do it
device.
for you. All right, this is for
Thank
Tammy.
you. Awesome.
Hey,
Thank you.
Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
We shouldn't eat with your mouth open and full of food.
Hey, Sydney, how's it going? Hello.
You have upset the coach, William.
Let it go. Her team lost tonight.
All right.
Oh man, those are so good. Oh,
We'll be in LA in March.
that can't be.
Watch me.
That cannot be good for you. For the amount of chocolate, I eat it and I feel it when I eat that. All those brownie bites are probably illegal in some other states. Yay! Great to see you, Sydney.
You can't bring them into my sewing room.
Oh, they're so decadent. Yay.
It's spring break time when they come to LA. FYI.
We get weird spring break, so hopefully, it's during our actual spring break. Yay!
Oh, I get to go into the
Wow, it's the biggest
negatives.
fight ever.
A penalty box. I wish I had a penalty box. I wish I
Can
would
you
put
imagine?
myself. I would put myself in the penalty box. I would just sit there and be sewing in the penalty
Jess and I would be putting you back in the penalty box.
box. I need a penalty box when I build. When I build my my next room, I will definitely add a penalty box.
Can I get I'm gonna get a yellow flag and a red flag from football so I can just throw it. Done. I used to have one when I worked in the restaurant because I used to pick on my supervisor all the time. He was a big football fan, and I would just say, he would tell me something, I was like, false. And I would just pull it out and throw it. So, anywho.
Get a big cardboard box. I do. We're building up Box City right now because we are going to do another box war.
Oh, amazing. Hey, does
No
the
box
Canes
war.
have something? Oh,
What's
go
that?
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did the Canes say something when people go into the penalty box? Does the crowd say anything?
You talking about the Kings? No, not like they usually get booed. It depends. Like we have hardcore
just booing?
rivalries. Like when we play the Flames, it's just booing the entire time. When we play, there's certain teams. Like if you're from the West Coast, you're getting booed. It's all bad blood, especially like San Jose. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, we say cheaters never win. Cheaters never win. And then it goes dum dum. Yeah.
They usually
You
play another
probably
one
hear it.
bites the. They usually play another one bites the dust. Or at
Yeah.
the Kings game, I do my whole life. Well, ever since the song came out, they play the Tears for Fears, the da na 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 na. But they play that at the Kings game, so that song actually makes me think of hockey because they played it at all the games.
Doesn't it make you sad that you weren't able to listen to Race Carolina by Petey Pablo?
I was there. I'm just not from there. And the sad thing is, you explained the song to me today, and after all these years, I actually know what the song means. I had no idea. I'm literally everything Kurt Cobain said when he's like, people don't listen to the song, man. They just listen to the music. I'm in their North Kakalaka. I just like this song. I just like this
So
song.
now, yeah.
Where cheaters never prosper. in other leagues, in other towns, like you'll get they'll put a laugh track. Or they'll play Hit the Road Jack when people get kicked out because they do kick people out more now.
Yeah.
It just depends.
In hockey or just in sports in general?
No, in hockey. I really don't watch. I'm probably like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of baseball lately. So I do watch the Dodgers, but I watch the Dodgers out of guilt because I have the channel. I'm not kidding you. It's because I have the channel. And unless you pay, you cannot watch the Dodgers unless you pay to see the Dodgers in LA.
And since you watch women's volleyball, what do they do when they get penalized?
I can't say on stream. Whatever. I do watch professional women's volleyball. You guys should all go support it. It's on YouTube right now. I do.
Oh, so you want them to all leave your stream and go watch professional volleyball? Okay, just clarifying.
I like sports. I watch like I've had this conversation a gajillion times.
I was just about to say curling. I
still watch
curling today.
I'm subscribed to Curling Canada and Curling USA.
Yeah, I was watching it today. I was like, yeah, sweep, go. Yeah, I just find that anywho, but my favorite thing though sometimes at the Olympics is when they're cross country skiing and then they have targets that they have to shoot at.
Oh, I hadn't watched that.
There we go.
So yeah, I like that one too.
It really just depends. A lot of it is just background noise. I told you when I was younger, I was addicted to Japanese motocross. I don't speak Japanese, but I understood the bikes going around on the track. I was watching Japanese baseball last night. Same sport. I don't speak the language, but it's the same. I was all into it too. By the eighth inning, I was like this, like, oh man, who's gonna win? Like I was invested.
There was car racing in Australia last night.
I have a bunch of really off channels. My whole life I've been watching Australian rules football. I do not know the rules. I've been watching
They
rugby.
do, Raleigh.
I've been watching rugby. I still don't know the rules of rugby. I've been watching it my whole life.
I was just trying to be appropriate.
I don't watch rugby.
It's one of those weird things. I like watching people from around the world.
Tammy,
Cricket.
rugby.
I've
We
never
need to
got
watch
into.
rugby together.
I got into this this whole like I got into sokas. I got into
Muscular men.
I got all into Caribbean music,
Just
and then I started watching
wonderful.
cricket. I started watching cricket, and I still to this day do not know anything about cricket.
I never got into cricket just
I
because
watch
I could never figure out how it worked.
I watch the West
Like
Indies tournament every year. And
Okay.
I still have no idea what's going on. Oh, who's gonna be that one? You know, I never do this, but look,
Oh,
Yay!
oh,
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
one
we went away.
somebody.
who, I ask you, who out there is gonna be the 100th person?
I don't know if I have an extra account for you
And to
because you
everybody
know
who
I was
has,
number 1,000.
and to everybody who has subscribed, I thank you. I thank you. Here in the House of Sewing, I'm all about talking and talking some more and talking again and sewing off stream.
Absolutely, Tammy.
Oh,
It is. It is, but there's just more clothes on them. But yes, yes.
and talking.
No,
And
there's
texting
no
back
talking.
and forth.
No,
No, there's no talking on it.
I didn't hear anything he said.
Good.
I'm too busy
It's
doing.
probably safe.
I am boned to
What's-
today. I am boned to be wild.
Yeah. That might go with what our conversation's about.
Boned to be wild.
No, I know.
My dad watched
No.
every sport known to man and
Yeah.
really knows all the
Mhm.
rules. I love that. I
That would
absolutely
be nice,
love
though.
that.
Tammy, we need to make that happen.
There's something I don't watch though. I do not watch. I do not watch golf.
Can you? Okay.
Just towards him or me.
Jess is looking at the screen.
Oh,
She's being very patient.
I'm not looking anymore.
She's put her screen in black. William is up. He cocks his eyebrow, looking mysteriously at the camera. You have now officially been inducted into golf. You're welcome.
Well, I can get this one wide open more.
Y'all totally need to give me like prelim instructions before lives and like give me announcers to play and I will totally do it.
Oh no, it's the Royal Rumble here in the House of Sewing. It is the free for all, no holds barred.
I don't
Tammy.
watch golf.
Tammy, the rule is how many shades of red can Jess turn? I did.
When I think
did.
like my grandfather was an avid golfer, I just think of people drinking scotch and driving golf carts and drinking more scotch and more scotch.
Well, okay. So I can make golf interesting, but I'm not going to because you're not going to get me to watch golf to begin with.
Mm.
Oh, wait.
I've been to,
Right,
I've been
Ollie?
to yeah. Like I want to go to Augusta because it's right here in North Carolina.
We have a
Or
PGA.
not Augusta. Sorry, not Augusta. Pinehurst.
We have
They have it down in Pinehurst.
we
And
have
so I
a
just want to go to one.
PGA. We have a PGA Tour golf course in my town, and you can always tell when they're here because it's always the crowd with the golf shirts with the Dockers.
And I like going to Top Golf because it's a game. I play the games with it. So, and I
The
can,
on-
yeah, it's fun. It's fun hitting
No, the
golf balls.
sport itself, like hanging out.
Ow.
They always have great food at their restaurants. I don't have a
They
beef with
do.
that. Golf in general is one I can't get into.
Yeah. Well,
And
now
I'm
I
not,
know. No Top Golf for you.
here it's a status thing, and I think it's the lamest thing on earth. So people who play golf, they're like, they think they're better than other people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's people like that everywhere.
So when I was doing tech support, I would have guys regularly proposing to me. They didn't care if I was married or not. They would propose to me because my voice carries that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put me announcing anything and we'll do it. Like put me as any kind of like radio announcer kind of thing. Just
we should play bingo.
give me enough like heads up notice that that's what we're doing,
Yeah.
and we'll do it. We'll play it.
My personal beef with golf is the environmental disaster. You would not like my town. My town would tear down mountains, tear down everything to put up a house and a little tree in front of it.
I think it's funny when you say that.
It's true.
It's
It is
true.
though.
I know it's true.
It's very true.
They do
I
all
know it's true. I
They'll
just find
tear
it
down an
hilarious.
oak tree. They'll tear down an oak tree that's been there for a long time to put up a baby tree in a cardboard house where people are drinking water out of PVC pipe.
Oh.
Oh my.
Up! It's proposal of the evening. It's been a while since we've had a proposal here in the house.
Oh, Tammy.
Well, in the U.S., bigamy is still considered illegal. So unfortunately, I have to turn that down, Kilroy. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh, Kilroy.
so
Look,
I
he's
will
heartbroken.
argue-
Look at him.
I
I
will argue,
know.
although it is illegal, it's not like in the 40s where you'd actually go to jail for it. Like people actually went to jail for it.
So, did you know in the state of Texas you can divorce your spouse without having your spouse be there to sign for anything?
I did
Really?
not.
So if you and your
Interesting.
spouse live in Texas, your spouse can divorce you and you'd never know. So my husband and one of his wives, lived in Texas. She told him that they were divorced, and he didn't find out until the military told him otherwise. Yeah. Let's just say the military still takes it seriously.
Yeah.
I knew someone that lived near a golf course, and they would do this. They would take like the ball would come to their fence, they would take it and not give it back, and people would be wandering, looking. I like watching Adam.
I would totally be that person. I would totally take the golf ball and hide it.
I like playing at night when I do play sometimes, and you can play and have your ball illuminates.
Yeah.
And so you can
Vegas.
like it's black light.
I'm not moving.
I mean,
to
I'm not the
Utah,
best
Ollie.
golfer, but I can putt. I'm a good putter.
There's a very famous place in Vegas, and it's the reason it's famous is because it keeps on ending up on TV. But you can play golf any time of day.
Yeah, there's a place like that in Raleigh too. They have like these huge lights. Just it looks like you're at a football stadium.
I
don't see myself going to Vegas anytime soon.
I see myself going. I feel the itch. I have the itch. I want to go back so bad, but
It's the birthday weekend.
I'm on my no buy. I'm just gonna go eat pancakes. I'm just gonna stop at every greasy spoon along the highway.
Let's talk to the people. People, give him reprieve for his birthday weekend.
Life is a
And then we'll get back
highway.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
We're not breaking the
no.
habit.
Oh,
No, I would go there and I would go to like Circus Soleil or something.
no, I don't
I
think
would
he would
love
do
to
it.
go to Cirque du Soleil.
It's my birthday. I need a treat. I do live by treat yourself. I do live by,
Hmm.
but I would
You gotta do
need
something
like
fun for your birthday.
I would rather go on a weekday. For me, the Vegas that I experience is more exciting on a weekday than it is on the weekend because
Yeah.
there's way less people there.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying I'm a local, but as someone who went there 7 times last year, like California's real close to Nevada, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm going to Atlantic City or like somewhere that's really far from my house.
Yeah.
Life
That'd be
is
fun.
a highway. That's like the Mexico and Nevada divorcees that popular with California in the 1950s. Spouses need to not be present.
Well, they wouldn't let women divorce their husbands in the 40s and 50s. So the only way you got to divorce your husband that way is you had to prove your residency. Um, and you could prove your residency in one of those states a lot easier.
Hmm.
Like it's the way the laws are written and everything.
I just have life is a highway.
That song's been in my head all week. Remember how I talked to you about the rock cycle when I was teaching rock cycle?
Oh yeah,
Well, Dr. Parr takes Life as a Highway and makes a song out of it for rock cycles, and my kids were singing it all week.
I love that.
So,
I absolutely love
I think of the Cars movie every time I hear that.
that.
oh yeah, that too.
My son lived the Cars movies. I mean, he just loved those movies. I cannot tell. That was our repeat movie.
Ollie, I'm very competitive with mini golf, and I had to get used to the fact that Southern people call it putt putt.
Oh,
So
that doesn't even sound right. That sounds improper. Putt putt sounds like you
yeah,
can't even say it on YouTube.
I go, let's go
I
off
grew
and
up
play
with
mini
putt
golf,
putt.
and they're like putt putt, and I'm like, no, not putt putt, mini golf.
I did not know mini golf was actually the same thing. I grew up with putt putt.
You grew up with putt putt?
Yeah, I grew up with putt putt.
We would call
Oh,
it miniature golf.
That's
no,
not what
it's
we
mini
called
golf.
it.
And
That
my
is
name
not
is
what
William, and I'm an Aquarius.
that is not what we called it. It was putt putt. Welcome to the
Wow.
Southeast.
Congratulations.
I think you know what it is. I think I'm just craving the buffet food. We have decadence here. I'm not downplaying Los Angeles, but like Vegas, it's all concentrated in one place at the same time.
Yeah. You don't
Mhm.
have to go searching for it.
Yeah, you gotta Google stuff in LA. LA's huge. You gotta drive to I've been craving hot dog stands, and they're all still near the beach, but they're like more towards LA, so they're far from my house. Because I miss those old hot dog stands where you get a chili dog or like a nacho dog or a Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak, like real hearty food. Life is a highway, just blaring in my head right now. All night long.
Herbie.
I was
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I had a
I
friend
miss Herbie.
I do
I had a
miss
friend
Herbie.
who named his car Herbie. Oh, he had a bug. Those were the good old. We thought we were so tough in my friend's bug. 4 of us crammed in that thing. And we were like my size now. We were big.
Oh
I
wow.
love those movies too. I love those movies, Judy. Putt putt sounds like a party drug for real. But to someone who's unindoctrinated, putt putt just doesn't sound right. It just sounds weird. Like
It was something I had to grow and love, apparently. But that's all my kids say. That's how my kids call it. Mama, we gotta go putt putt.
doesn't sound right.
Oh,
Hey, you
I
gotta say it with your southern accent. Do you
That
have
sounds
one?
like something that your father's like, hey man,
He
don't
doesn't have
catch that putt putt.
No,
Don't catch
I don't
that
know if
putt
he
putt.
could. I don't think he could do a southern accent if he
I don't
tried.
think he could do it. I
I
don't
don't
think he
know.
I
I don't
talk
think
too
so.
fast. My southern accent's kind of slow.
You gotta
Oh, that is
slow.
I
not
can't slow
right.
down. I talk
Don't
at 100 miles an hour.
don't open your mouth so much. You gotta keep it closed.
Well, I had speech therapy, so it's hard for me not to open my mouth.
That's a little bit better than that's better than the last
Yeah,
one.
That's better.
it's more John Wayne.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't shoot you, but old Stumpy will.
No,
I've
that does
seen
not sound like that
every
is not
John
Southern.
Wayne.
That
I've
is
seen
like
well, John Wayne is from California, pretending to be like he was from everywhere else except for California.
Oh my word. That's hilarious.
So, oh,
I was channeling my inner William today.
Oh, how did that go?
So in the sewing lab, I was sewing on a Bernina 930 record, the electronic. I was almost in tears because I wanted to take it home with me.
yeah. That's the
It's
inner
so,
voice.
it was so pretty. It's so pretty.
Oh.
No, Shalom, that is not the word. I promise. That is not the word.
Don't forget about Speedy.
Boop, boop.
I raised my son watching all those old school cartoons.
Yeah.
Sydney is from the real South. The South. I know, Coach.
So
was
am
like,
I.
I'm from the. I live in the South too. You do. You live.
No, I live in the South, but I am not Southern.
No, she's not Southern.
Mm-mm.
She's a Yankee.
I am a
She's a-
full-blooded 110% Yankee.
I don't know if I can say it on YouTube.
Ooh, you got a name? Text it to me.
I can't do accents. It's because
What are you gonna call me?
No,
You know
I didn't
what it is?
try any Shalom. I wanted to.
The way I'm speaking right now is an accent because I actually talk like this in real life, and I had to understand that not everybody talks like this. So I had to change my accent because people thought I was playing, but I actually talk like this in real life. I
But
do.
you didn't talk like that when I met you last week.
It's
You talked in your
Yes.
radio accent.
It's because you met my so-called life representative. He
Oh.
is our shining champion.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Yes.
Well, then I
930
guess I
record.
didn't meet. So, ladies and gentlemen, I did not meet William.
Oh my God, Pope! You go from twin to coach to Pope real quick. I've
That means
trained
I
myself.
met an imposter.
I've trained myself to not talk like that. I've changed my accent. Not everybody sounds like the surfer from Finding Nemo, the surfing turtle. Come on, bro, let's catch a wave. That's really
Yes.
how I talk.
Yes.
Sydney, that's actually where I'm from.
Yes, Tammy.
Sydney's from Alabama.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
I'm like a parrot. I can
Yes.
sound southern, and I think
I
that's
just need
another thing.
a city range. More good.
Much like even when I speak Spanish, I don't think about it. If I think about something, I'm gonna flub it up. But if I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about it, it's one of those weird things. I went down southwest. The furthest south I was willing to go is Washington, D.C.
That is not the South.
Oh, that's
That is not the
hilarious.
South, Corey.
So,
He's in Pennsylvania, right?
What's that? Yes.
Kilroy's in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Mm.
You know, it adds to the accent. The eyebrow lift. I'm from Georgia. I've been here for 39 years now. I really don't know if I'm Southern or a Yankee.
You're not a Yankee, but you're not a Southerner.
No, she's been there. No,
She's been there, but she didn't grow up there. There is a difference.
that's a
See,
good one.
I'm actually been in North Carolina longer than I've lived in New York, but
Ooh.
But you're not a Southerner.
I'm not a.
My thing is I keep on moving back here, so I will always consider myself a Californian. I've lived all around, but I've always moved back here. Excuse me, but I think it's just
You know
because
where it is.
it's the fair weather.
Yeah.
It's like 70 degrees here, right? The only other place I've ever been like that is Arizona, where it's 70 degrees year round.
Yeah.
Life is a highway. I'll never forget. I went on vacation to several southern states for about a month. I came back and was saying y'all. I say y'all. I like y'all because it's all encompassing. So I will say y'all all the time, even though it's not.
It is not. It is not blueberry pie. You get blueberry crunch, Captain Crunch, but it's not blueberry pie. It is blueberry pie. I promise.
Blueberry.
Yeah, it is blueberry.
Blueberry. Oh,
You must have been. You must have been somewhere special. Just gonna say.
I was looking at my blueberry bushes today, thinking about blueberries. They've grown so much this year. But I have 5 different blueberry plants, and they all come in at different times. So I have blueberries all year round.
Oh, that's
I was
fantastic.
very strategic with this. But
Yeah, I had no idea.
oh, there is such a thing. Just, I love blueberries. Sorry, you guys. I went on a fruit trip.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to see what I can line this with. I bought this at the Goodwill bins, and I think it's time to cut it up.
Oh, what is it? Oh,
Oh,
is that for the
love
collar?
that.
I like using stiff material for the collar, but I'm trying to not use my denim because I'm saving my denim for my giant denim quilt that I'm going to make, or the quilted jacket that I'm going to make. I might work on that tonight. I need to start. I just need to start cutting my blocks out.
Tammy and I'll be here for you. Moral support. We got you.
Depends on how late we're talking. I've been
Just
up.
in general, it's not going to be an overnight project. It's going to take forever.
I'm not talking. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about just whenever.
I'm in my.
I really think
pictures.
that if you make a jacket, you should make squares and rectangles so that it can just be irregular. I like that idea.
I'm fishing. I'm still fishing. I'm still here. I'm looking for ideas.
Oh my gosh, Ollie.
I'll send some pictures.
I completely forgot who my birthday is next Thursday.
That's what I just said. It.
Completely forgot about that.
Remember, you're having a live that day because it's your birthday.
It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to.
Oh, you had to do that one. That one always gets stuck in my head.
He will be crying. He'll be like, "I'm a year older."
Where are you going, Ollie?
Yes.
On Thursday? When on Thursday?
Oh, probably his normal time, 9:50 or 10:50.
You
My time, 7:50 your time.
Okay.
It'll be late. It'll be late. Hey, Katie. Hello. Great.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Oh, did you say that too?
Yeah.
Look at us.
We're playing twins.
Yeah, we are. No, we could do triplets. We could be the triplets. No.
I'm the baby sister.
No worries.
I'm the baby sister.
We can handle that. Yeah.
I'm the baby sister.
William can be the middle child. I was born first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I always have to have the oldest in the family. That has to be me.
Okay.
I know.
Hey, hello, Katie. Great to see you. I grow cucumbers, but before I get them harvested, they strip totally blue. Yay,
Hi,
Pam. Hello. Great to see you, Pam. Yay.
Oh, hi, Pam.
Katie's saying she's a little bit better. Soon we'll be over this crud. I hope so, Katie.
Good. You just let me know if you need anything.
I think
I started cutting up our quilt today.
I kind of caught the same thing, I think. Yay.
I'll send you a mock-up tomorrow, Katie.
Hello, everybody. Great to see you, Pam. Great to see you.
I'm going to work on it tonight.
I'm just trying to find the proper material for my collar.
Well, you're playing with the scrolling thing.
He is playing with the scrolling thing.
The scrolling thing. Can't do two things at once.
Life is a highway.
Hey, I've gotten one whole arc done tonight so far. I'm almost done with a half arc. I'm so proud of myself.
So that's my project for next week is to start to get January started.
Yep. So. Rita's asking, okay, William, so who has the Tammy crown?
Tammy crown. We're gonna get a Santa tracker for the Tammy crown. It actually is gonna be moving on Monday.
Tammy, that's a great idea.
What, the Santa tracker?
Like we could put brain's going at 100 miles an hour
Okay.
because you know how much I love graphics, and we can have like an airplane and it's like going in a certain direction, but you don't know exactly where it's going to go, and it might land in different areas because
Please
we
do
could
that.
track it.
Please do
You
that.
want me to do that? Yeah, we could do that.
And
Absolutely.
then send me the link and I'll post it in my community tab.
Yeah, and then so it went
People
from
can
U
click
to
it, yeah.
W, and then wherever W is sending it.
Yep.
Are we Men in Black? Am I Agent W now, or what?
No, when I instead of writing out your whole name, I just call you W in text messages.
Better than Will. I'll take
So
it.
you're
Still
W.
better than Will. But you got to call me the Big W, even though I'm only 5'9".
Okay, so the big W, like
The Big Lebowski. I like that.
No, we call him the capital W.
If you're not into the whole brevity thing, you can call me the Dude.
But yeah, so I'll do that.
First day of February, and I hit the thrift stores, just couldn't stay away. Walked in and immediately found something. Spent an hour. That's awesome, Pam. I'm still going
But
strong.
Pam, how did it feel though the whole month of January though? I mean, it must have been amazing knowing that you got that far.
I'm going strong. I am still going strong. I'm actually shocked. This is the longest I've ever gone without buying a sewing machine in the past 4 or 5 years.
Hey, once you
Do you want to know why though? Because
you have them all
life
near you.
is a highway.
Oh gosh. That's the whole story for tonight.
He's gonna ride it all night long, the highway.
All night long.
I need to link to William's video where he wore the crown. When was that?
To Monday. Monday?
Okay. That sounds right.
Monday. Yeah.
Actually, he thinks he contracted it from a little weak old man he picked up off the road to help him safely. You never know. You never know.
I'll do it later. I do it now.
No good deed ever goes unpunished either.
Right.
We'll have to talk about this whole graphic thing, but I would love the fact that wherever it goes next, it just follows.
Yeah. And then
My
links
brain's
to
going
the
at 100 miles an hour.
and links to the video
videos
where you can see it.
where
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Like the state that we'll make the state a link somehow, so people don't go, oh, she lives or he lives in this town.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't
ain't
want to
doing
go
that.
that specific. No.
We ain't doing that.
Oh, shalom. I like that. She did a really good job on that, Shalom. May I share with Tammy? I should probably just text that to you, but I don't know. She
That's
said
awesome, Pam. That's awesome that after a month you went back to the thrifting. I'm thinking about going to Vegas, but I'm gonna do everything except for that. I was thinking about going to a show, eating pancakes. I'm still missing buffets. Do they have buffets where you live, Tammy?
Nope. They might have like Pizza Hut buffet maybe.
Do you think should I just break down and buy a soft serve machine, because that's really where this is all about?
There is one place that has buffet, Pizza Ranch.
I don't see you cleaning it to keep it going. Those have to be cleaned very often.
Let's not get into details, okay? I just want a soft serve machine, okay?
Okay. Well, why don't you get yourself a
my
Slurpee
son would
machine?
clean it. I'd teach him how to clean it.
Yeah, get yourself a Slurpee machine. Those won't break down as fast.
I want a milk machine. I knew somebody that was really rich when I was a kid. They had a literal milk machine in their house. You walk up and put the thing in it, and it dispensed milk.
What about? Well, we've talked about this one time. It was like back in October, maybe even earlier.
Have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Good night, Judy.
So, Tammy, I just sent you a picture of Shalom's baby made these. And it's part of her artistic
That's cute.
We don't even really
Yeah.
have Chinese buffets around here anymore. We have restaurants everywhere, but we really don't have Chinese buffets like we used to.
I mean, we have like Golden Corral still around here. We have China
Oh,
buffets. We have pizza buffets,
we used to have
Japanese.
this place called the Soup Plantation, and it was just soup and like salads. That place was amazing, but they got rid of that
Um,
too.
Up to like a year ago, it burnt down because it was in an old house, but it was just like old, like Southern, real Southern cooking. And we'd go there on Sundays.
Boy
It was
cooties.
delicious.
I've got so much sewing to do, you guys.
Yeah,
This
have a
week
good
is
night,
gonna be
Judy.
crazy.
I know. Even after this live stream, I'm working on a video right now. It will eventually come out when I finish it.
Yay.
Really, I've been working on this jacket throughout my video, so this will be. I'll finish the video tonight, hopefully, because it's just. Actually, I should pull my camera out because I want to film myself finishing the jacket. I'm trying to get returned back to my old videos. I used to tape myself doing everything, every detailed. But as the years
Yeah.
went on, I stopped. It's a lot of work, stopping and
Mhm.
starting every single time you do something.
It
Yes.
is. Because
And
I've thought about videotaping like me doing this right now, but no, it's too much work right now.
I was thinking at one time, like, how long does it take to make a quilt?
Mm-hmm.
And like just like a throw size, like nothing too big. And from cutting all the way and just going through the process and having like this little timer going off and
It,
yeah,
it depends on the pattern.
it does. It does.
and how much you're like if you're online, how much you're talking, because
Yeah.
back
Yep.
when back when it was just Gilroy Alibaba and I hanging out here every night, I would stream for 4 hours and I would do an entire goat, but it would take me the entire 4 hours from beginning to
Yeah.
end.
Don't forget Pam. She was there too.
Yeah, Pam's been here for a while too. I had to rescue my sister last night. She got a flat tire, so I picked her up and took her home. Then drove back. We're waiting for the tow truck.
Oh
They
my
had the car
gosh.
dropped off at my house. You are such a good
That's
person, Pam.
wonderful.
You are such a good person. I go looking for people like this to be in my life.
You hear that? So he's looking for a rescuer. He's
Oh.
looking for.
You're
He's
getting too
the.
deep into it. I just need someone resourceful. I can't be the only rescue ranger. I need a whole team of rescue rangers.
Rescue Rangers, the
Don't
chipmunks.
get
Or
him
what were
started.
they?
They were mice, weren't they?
Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale.
Well,
Rescue Rangers.
Chip and Dale were squirrels, and the other two were mice.
Oh, they were
Oh, were they?
squirrels. I don't know. I thought they were chipmunks.
Chipmunks,
They were
whatever.
squirrels?
Depending on where you're from, it's the same thing.
No. Absolutely not.
I did that
What
one for
was
Jello
it?
quill. I did it. That fits on my California. Oh, it fits on my California King. Took me 18 hours over 2 days to finish. See, that's the thing.
Wow. That's hard. Yeah.
I'm working on a
Maybe I'll
collar
have to
right
do
now.
it.
I'm finishing a coat that I've been working on, but I'm working on a collar that's taken me forever. Usually, this whole process takes me like less than 20 minutes, but we're going on 2 hours.
Ollie, Care Bear. Hold on. I can do it. That's my Care Bear stare now, Ollie.
And
We're
it's
gonna
been
do the
raining
hearts.
all day, so car's still not fixed. Tires fixed, but replace the brakes. The
Oh
car
my
is
gosh.
my car. We let her drive it. Oh, that drives me crazy. I let people. I do that. People drive certain vehicles, and I'm like, "Why did you destroy my car? Why?"
Show them so they're chipmunks. Oh. There's another one.
How dare you, Miss Species Chippendale? Ha 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 ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. They're one of them. Nope, I'm not gonna say it. Nope, no political commentary here in the house. Sorry, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. I'm gonna slap my hand.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie. William,
I saw that.
I'm getting closer. Okay, I'm doing so good too. Like I'm not even bringing it up the last couple streams. Ollie's just staying on with it.
Okay,
Thanks, Ollie.
the final leg of the competition though is full stage performance of "Life Is a Highway."
I'll bring my microphone home on Monday. I got you.
All night long.
All night long.
Good grief, spell checker.
Chip and Dale.
Rita, autocorrect and I are not friends. Are you kidding me? I have said some crazy stuff online, not trying to. Autocorrect and I are not friends.
There was one day, and every other message I was sending to one of my friends was dang autocorrect.
Yep.
Like, literally, every other one was dang autocorrect.
Absolutely. It, for they call it artificial intelligence. I call it artificial guessing.
Yeah.
Right? Who remembers
Yeah.
Tailspin?
I do remember
Right.
Tailspin. I didn't watch it,
Tailspin.
but I do remember it.
See, when I thought about Chip and Dale, I started thinking about Tailspin. Like they're connected somehow.
So we're finally here. We can finally talk about Kit Cloud Kicker. Was that his name? It was Kid Cloud Kicker or something like that. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be on the back of the plane on the tinfoil. Like he was literally sailing in the wind. I wanted to be that kid. I loved that show. They had their own island. The monkey
talking about
ran the
Baloo's?
bar.
Yeah.
That was such an amazing. I loved Tailspin with Baloo and Kid. I think his name was Kid Cloud Kicker or something like that. I loved that show as a kid. Do you know that was only on for one season?
No way.
Yeah, because I watch, like videos like that will pop up on my YouTube, and I'm like, no way. I clicked on it. It was only on for one season. I watched it for
I felt
years.
like, yeah, exactly. What did you say that little kid's name was? I'm looking for him. His name was Kit.
Kid Cloud Kicker.
Oh. And he has like one of those little things that fold out and he could sail. You're right. Look at you.
I loved that show. It's my accent that makes it sound like Kid. It's Kit Cloud Kicker. I loved that show. It had it had like a 1950s backdrop, but they were kind of in the future. I loved that. The drawing was so dramatic on that. It's not even funny. I miss that era of cartoons because it was kind of dark too.
Yeah. I'm going to have to watch that tomorrow. Bring back some memories. Yep. We're going to watch some cartoons tomorrow.
Did you ever watch Batman, the animated series?
Yes.
That was like right between, for me, that was like, I watched it, but that was right between 6th grade and 7th grade.
Oh, yeah. We did. Because of my brother. He was little. My brother loved Batman, Spider-Man, all the men.
Oh, that was my son's first words were Peter Parker.
Oh.
Should have gave him glasses.
Right?
Oh, we were just happy the boy was talking.
I'm glad. He probably could talk before. He just didn't want to.
Yeah, he was too busy. Well, he was in a house with loud talkers and busy people.
See? He had a lot to compete with. But now, look at how much he's talking now.
It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. Do you know when I wake up and it's cloud cover, I'm like, whoa, where's the sun? And there's other people that are like, oh, the sun's out. I love Tailspin
Sunset
Rita.
Gunset. Yeah.
My mom babysat, so there were certain cartoons that were on every day, and I loved them. And in my era, we still had after school programming. So we'd come home from
Mhm.
school and there was 2 or 3 hours of programming on network television that were geared towards us.
I miss reading Rainbow.
I would get the books. Like he would LeVar
Yeah.
Burton would be like, "Oh, we're featuring this book." I would go to the library and get that book.
Mm-hmm.
I could go anywhere.
What about
Take a look.
um
It's in a book.
oh, we're going down the 80s train right now. We should formal.
If I'm singing Reading Rainbow, we're going down the train.
There's another show. I'll figure it out in a second. It starts out with 3, 2, 1 contact.
Okay, I did not watch that show. I know what you're talking about. I did not
Okay.
watch that show.
You didn't watch that show? We did.
I watched a lot of I watched old stuff too. I watched Mr. Wizard because I could come in my parents' house in the garage and be like, "Hey, can we do this experiment?" And because I had a parent who worked at NASA, he'd be like, "Heck yeah!" And my dad was big
Not
with
mine.
dry ice and making things explode.
Oh, I would have loved to have a parent like that because I was very curious. I had a lot of curiosity when I was little.
That's one of the reasons I'm not curious about a lot of things now. Because he'd show me you don't touch that, that explodes. Don't do this.
Thanks,
My
Dad.
first word was Dada. Aww.
Oh. 3, 2, 1 contact.
That's what it was called. I really.
I know.
Okay, I was obsessed with Sesame Street. Have you seen the 1980s movie where Big Bird goes to jail?
Yes.
That made me cry.
Yes.
I missed a lot of TV apparently.
Well, when it was snowing and we couldn't go outside, that's when we watched a lot of TV. I've watched Anne of Green Gables a million times.
Nope.
All those old movies.
Have you ever seen the movie Super Fuzz?
Super Fuzz. I don't know.
I watched that recently.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. Well, I'm obsessed with Ernest Borgnine.
I watched that as a kid
Hmm.
because it was considered safe. And I don't know why that one was considered safe. Don Knotts and the one where he turns into a fish.
I remember that. I watched
Um,
all those movies. I watched all of those movies. As a
The
kid.
original Bedknobs and Broomsticks. The original Mary Poppins.
I love Mary Poppins. I always wanted
Yeah.
to be her. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Yep. Gosh, what other movies?
Nope, never watched Super Fuzz.
Pete's Dragon.
Obsessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did that.
Obsessed.
Yes.
I even watched because I grew up in a Navy family. I watched the Robin Williams version of Popeye a million times.
We weren't allowed to watch that one. We weren't allowed to watch that.
I've seen that movie. I probably a long time ago, my mom, she was downsizing and she's like, throw all these VHSs away. I'm like, I took them straight to my house. I just got it. The tub is literally above my head. So I probably have that on VHS.
We recorded them off of TV. So we had it complete with the commercials.
Oh, yes.
Or my parents would pause the recording during the commercials so that they could fit 2 movies on one VHS.
I remember.
As
My
somebody
dad
who
did that too.
watches a lot of stuff on YouTube, I appreciate the commercials. And the commercials sometimes are more nostalgic than I've been watching a lot of Carson lately, and it's so weird to me how I don't know how some certain commercials never changed. A commercial in 1981 was almost the same commercial in 1988. The ones I remember watching in 89, it's just weird.
So I wasn't exposed to the Breakfast Club until I was an adult. Dead
Oh,
Poet Society I wasn't exposed to until I was an adult. The Goonies, I don't think I was
love the
I don't
Goonies.
think I was exposed to that until
I love Chuck.
last 10 years maybe.
Oh, the
Um,
Goonies that was my movie. I went through a weird Goonies summer where I watched it over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Princess
Titanic
Bride,
Summer we did too.
Princess Bride
Mhm.
again in college.
Oh, excuse me.
E.T. I saw once when I was a kid during Halloween, and it freaked me out so much I never got to see it again until I was an adult.
I love E.T.
Mm.
because that is the San Fernando Valley before it's built up to what it is now. Like when they're driving through on their bikes, going through like up and down these mountains, those are frames for houses.
Mm-hmm. Stand and Deliver.
I've seen that movie a million times. Oh,
I've
I
never
love
seen.
Animal and
I've never
Gonzo.
seen. I've
Yes.
never seen the Neverending Story.
What?
Mm-mm.
The songs in my head. This is the song that never.
Let's not. Let's not.
I know. I love
No.
the never ending story. It tripped me out as a kid.
I was
That
exposed to
movie.
Mhm.
Steel Magnolias as a kid. I watched that one as a kid.
I'm trying to. My parents were weird. They would say, "Oh, you couldn't watch this," then they'd go. Like they'd leave. Like I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. I watched every episode, and I found a
Yeah.
VHS where I taped it.
I've never seen Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, I've watched that a million times. I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead or South Park, but I did anyway.
I
Same.
didn't watch South Park.
How many times can Kevin die?
I've seen Labyrinth, but I didn't see it until I was in college.
See, that
Oh,
scared me.
same. I've seen that movie when I was
freaks me
young.
out.
It's creepy. It's
I saw it when I
creepy.
was
Yeah, it's
young.
creepy.
It's
I
the,
did not. I don't think I've ever finished 16 Candles.
Whoa!
I think
won't
I've seen the
spoil it.
beginning of 16 Candles like so many times, but I don't think I've ever finished the movie.
I want to meet Drew. I think she's so amazing. Ollie,
Oh,
I'm jelly that you got to meet her.
Ghostbusters. I did watch
Love,
that repeatedly growing up.
I love Ghostbusters.
I haven't seen it again.
I didn't like it when they had an all-female Ghostbusters, though. I didn't like that one.
Ghostbusters 2. I bought the soundtrack. I still remember the Bobby Brown song. It's up to us. We got to take control. I probably have the record in my house. I was obsessed with that song. If I was
Okay.
you and you were me, I loved Bobby Brown back in the day.
Here's one for you. Police Academy
Mm,
and Police Academy 2.
mm-hmm.
I watched those as a kid.
I love the
That
Police
and
Academy movies.
I loved them. Oh gosh, Smokey and the Bandit, all of those.
Mm-hmm.
Just a good
I,
old boy.
I was allowed to watch those as a kid. Those were okay for me to watch as a kid, but all these others that weren't.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a house where my parents were like, "Don't touch these movies that we own," and they would like leave, and I'm like, "Well, I'm going to end up watching this movie anyway."
Yeah.
Like, why even point it out?
Oh,
Just
that
leave.
was
Just
weird.
Right?
My parents had like Andrew Dice Clay, Flip Wilson, like even Robin Williams was a dirty comedian back in the day, and they would tell me don't
he
listen to
was.
it, and then they would leave. I still have all their records.
Well, I mean, when somebody tells you not to do something and then they leave you access to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I can still recite all of Hickory Dickory Dock. I won't.
Mm.
It'll
Please
just
don't.
you can't even say it by today's standards. That's what the funny thing
No.
is.
No,
I
you
watch
can't.
even watching a lot of old school television. People, there's that weird line of were people less sensitive back then, or did people just take it on the chin back in the day?
Well, it was a bit of both because, you know, because the standards were so different then, like things that would immediately go on our radar as okay, that might not be okay because we've been educated that that might not be okay now. We weren't told that when we were younger. We weren't told that back then. So we see it under both lights.
Yeah.
I'm in a weird precarious position because I'm extremely politically incorrect, but I'm also sensitive. So I respect other people's boundaries.
You respect their ability to disagree with you.
Absolutely. See, but that's more of like First Amendment, where I will protect the right for somebody to hate me. Like that's their
Exactly.
freedom of speech, man. Like, hey, if that's what
Cool.
you want, if you want to waste your freedom of speech, go right ahead.
Oh, that's cool, Ollie.
All night long.
William's gonna stay up all night long.
Oh, it's gonna be two of them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in
right.
the kitchen cooking. Life is a highway. I rock out when I'm by myself. Oh, and my son's a total singer with his headphones on. I encourage it. Live your life.
Yeah.
What is the guy? He really gets the tone, feel, and sound right with his mouth. Absolutely. My theory is someone telling me not to do something tells me yes, you'll do that. The same concept is his crowd goes. When I go the other way, same. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Go watch the movie version of Annabelle. The research in that was real Annabelle.
Mm.
Life is a musical. Absolutely. I live like this. It's weird. People where I live are activated by the sun. I'm activated by music. Yeah, what's on my is there something on my camera? Oh, there is.
You got it.
Oh, let me fix
Whatever
it.
it was.
It's probably has a
Yeah.
coffee splash.
Oh, it's more of a blur now.
It's a smudge on my camera. That's funny.
Oh, come on. You're not giving them fingerprints?
I play Russian roulette with my coffee cup in my sewing room. Hey, Terry. Hello,
Hi, Terry.
hello.
Welcome, man.
Hi.
I live my life as a musical. We can call it, instead of newsies, we'll call it sewists.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Terry. Great to see you. Great to see
I'm
you.
glad that you came. I was thinking about you, Terry. I was
Let's
like,
see
where
if
is
that
she?
helps. Let's see if that helps the camera angle. Life is a. Oh, well, no, it's still.
It's not as bad as it was.
Okay.
It's also the light on your machine.
I have two massive lights above my head
Yeah.
because this room was extremely dark, and then I put studio lights in here.
So it's your sewing studio now.
Absolutely.
Mine is.
I broke one of the lights, and then I found another one at the Goodwill last year, and I was like, yes.
Score.
And I only bought one, and I came back 2 hours later to get the other one, and it was gone because somebody knew they were cheap too, and things are rarely under $5 here. I think it's because they didn't know what they had.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I purchased at the Goodwill were way more professional than the ones I got on Amazon 6 years ago. So many times, have you picked up that and thought it was your coffee cup? I'm always just reaching over here. It is a bad habit. I do put everything to the left too. I
I
love
put everything to
musicals.
my right.
It's in my.
You're a lefty.
I was watching a movie and keeping my pooch warm. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm coming down off of the medicine I was on. That was awful. 0 stars. Would not recommend prednisone.
Well, it
Absolutely.
worked though.
It did. It did. It just takes me on a journey, and then I start talking about junior high. I start crying. Prednisone takes me all over the place.
You were just a little emotional.
Ugh. When I start telling band camp stories, run. I'm talking about 1993. I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
Oh,
Oh, whoops. Can you still hear me
Mhm.
yeah,
in my microphone?
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I still hear you.
I was trying to mute myself, and then like, all these options came up, and I'm like, oh, I hope I didn't click off my microphone.
Did you just read this?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love you. I love you so much. That's so good. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. We're keeping y'all in the dark. It's good. Though.
No, they're doing it. No, it's okay. Let them have their inside secrets. It's fine.
Oh,
Everyone else see the moon and Venus tonight.
you guys.
Yes, that was so pretty. So
No.
pretty.
You
It's right
guys.
to the right. It's to the right of the moon. What
Oh
happened?
my gosh. Okay.
Did it die?
So no. So I had
Okay.
the feet turned off. So you're supposed to set it up like this. Because I was trying to do that for the sound. Like I wasn't wanting the sound of the feet going up and down. And I
Yeah.
accidentally left it down. It just activated the feet. So it sensed an overheat and it raised it up for me. I didn't know it did that. That's really freaking cool.
And for the record, there's nothing I can take for my PMS. So it is PMS. For the record, and there's nothing I can take for it.
Oh,
No
Jess,
mind off.
really?
There's nothing. I gotta cry the whole time.
I thought it
For
was
the
hilarious.
record. And men are worse when they're sick.
But you didn't warn
Even
me.
whinier.
Oh, sorry, Tammy. Tammy, I'm sending it to him.
Life is a highway.
I don't send
Oh,
everything, but I
night
like
long.
that was good though. That was good. Like I'm
You're
glad.
welcome.
We've had overcast skies here too. As someone who's an extreme stargazer, we've had overcast skies here. And I have a telescope out at all times, ready to go outside and stare at the sky.
So that's what I was just about to say. Like my daughter got my telescope out of the attic space the other day, and now I'm waiting for it to warm up because I won't go outside and stargaze until at least it's 50 degrees outside.
I love stargazing. I think it's just 'cause I like being in the backyard and hanging out. It is something
Yeah.
I absolutely love.
Okay. Y'all just triggered a memory of another show I watched growing up, Bewitched.
Bewitched or what?
I
Yes,
still watch
Bewitched.
that. I still watch
Yeah.
that. I recently watched
It's
it behind.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
still.
mentioning the telescope made me think of the neighbor, the nosy neighbor.
The nose neighbor.
There's a big conjunction of planets last week.
Sorry.
There you
Good.
are. Terry, I've been really loving how I have all my angles back. And so now I can switch to all the crazy angles that I used to have back in the day. It's prednisone medication syndrome.
Yeah, I was just about to put it in the chat, but thank you to Tammy for pointing that
I
out.
was watching through
Oh,
the
you're welcome.
telescope. It was.
Couldn't resist.
I went out.
Hey, did you get that one subscriber yet?
No.
Oh no. Yes, the old Darren, yes.
We'll get
And they
there. We
changed
will
him
get
to-
there organically. Organically.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I recently watched a documentary on I Dream of Jeannie, and it was interesting to see
Yes, that
the
show.
drama behind the scenes
Yeah.
because I really love watching these shows. I don't like knowing they hated each other. So
Yeah.
sometimes I won't click on those because I don't. It's not that I don't care the drama. I like the fantasy more than the real. I'm watching that to escape reality. I don't want to know that they hated each other, or like. There's a Star Trek series that was ruined when I found out half the cast hated each other. The captain was terrible to people. Like, it kind of ruined it for me. But I still
Yeah.
watch Voyager.
There you go, spilling the story.
Rita, that show just reminds me when I was a kid, these shows were in rerun. I recently started watching Mr. Ed, and I was like,
Oh my
I
gosh, yes.
remember watching it as a kid. I remember when I'm
Mhm.
seeing the episodes, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember watching this. I'm officially tuned out. It has nothing to do with politics. It's just I'm over politics on all sides, so I'm just officially tuned out. I'm watching sewing content. I'm getting calls.
You got
Seriously,
people.
someone didn't close the gate.
Ah. All right. Where was he? I wasn't paying attention to the chat.
I think we're about where it is right now too, but
The American Tail.
yeah.
We can all see the same moon. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, we can. Massive drama. Hi, Terry, says Katie. Most of those shows and actors dislike each other, just like my three sons. Petticoat Junction. Oh, Petticoat Junction.
I
Haven't
didn't
thought
know
about
that
that in a long time.
we mentioned Petticoat Junction the other night.
Yeah. I just haven't really thought about that.
Along with Green Acres.
Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't know they didn't like each other on that show. I was blissfully unaware. Hogan's Heroes. That show I watched.
Oh,
I
yes.
was
Yes.
that I love that show.
I did watch, like, are we talking about, we're going back in reality TV now? But
Not really.
not really, but no, but it's like when I start thinking about shows that I used to watch, like I didn't really watch a lot of TV when I was growing up.
I didn't either.
Only if
Y'all
it was
watched more
raining
than I did.
outside or we were having snowstorms and I couldn't go outside. That's when I watched TV. Other than that, I was like banned from the TV and I had to go outside and play and build forts. So
My parents were really weird. They were like that, but at night they like we had cable boxes in every room.
Yeah, we did not.
yeah,
And they
we
would
did
tell
not.
us, like, don't go on the upper. Tell a 9-year-old to not go on the Spice Channel and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Don't go above channel 222 because if you do,
I grew up with like
mm,
HBO, all of those channels. And I don't know
yeah.
if it was better or for worse as a child. I'll never know. I was desensitized. Do you think that's a good or a bad thing? Because we do this thing as parents, fighting the internet and
Yeah.
constantly dispelling myths, saying no, that's not real. No, this person has backing or this or that.
See, I mean, I did it at first just until my kids got to a certain age, and then now we start talking about everything. Like once they hit their teenage years, and when they ask me questions, then we have conversations. But other than that, I would avoid everything at cost before
I
they
would
were
sit,
10, 13.
I would sit the kids down and just go, "What do you think?"
Yeah.
And let them fill in with what they're thinking about whatever it is. And then that's when I would steer them back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd Google things or whatever because this is the internet age.
It is.
They have it, so we're going to use it.
And kids are like, I have this one student, he is addicted to any device. We walk back in the room, boom, he's on his laptop. I'm like, did I even say get back on a laptop? We've had to take it away from him.
Dang.
He has no concept
That's
that
pretty
we're not getting
hardcore.
on this. but he's also like ADHD, and he has to have, like, I don't know, his brain just goes at 100 miles an hour. He doesn't think before he speaks. It's great. Good kid. I'm gonna miss him next year when I don't have him anymore, because we're not gonna fuss at each other. He fusses at me, I fuss at him. We're good to go.
Also, if you think about it, kids from those shows, most all end tragic. Look at the kids from Little Rascals. I live in a town. I have horror stories of people that were famous, moved to my town, and were like gone before 35.
Yeah, it just makes me
Or
sad.
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I knew the Beef. Was it Jerry
The what?
Mathers? Jerry Mathers, was that his name? Beaver from Wally and the Beavers or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
He would come to all of our parades. He would come, like, he was like the marshal like 6 or 7 times. And it was sad because he never let this one character go. So even as a kid, I remember like watching the show and I'm like, oh, these were black and whites. Like this was way before my time, you know.
Did he never let it go, or people didn't let it go, so he just embraced it?
Really, people didn't let it go.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's a really
like,
good question. He was,
because
but I'll tell
ahead.
you, like, I knew the guy from the Monkees. He was the nicest dude on earth. The beef would tell you to cheese off. There's a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I met Mark Curry from Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Nice.
Yeah.
He's the people's champ. He's a real human being, you know.
Like Aunt B from the Andy Griffin Show. She moved to our town after, or I mean, she's always lived here, and they always related to her from, from the Andy Griffin Show, but she didn't want anything to do with anybody after she left the show.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't blame her.
And like they wanted her to do parades, they wanted her to do things. She's like, no. So she passed away, and a wonderful old lady with like 80 cats. And every time I pass her house, like where she used to live, I think about her. Even though I never met her. Don't even know her. I'm like, oh, that was Aunt B's house. No.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever want to just be that bitter, or be portrayed as a bitter person.
I know it's one of those weird things. Like I knew somebody that every time they walked past a tabloid, they would be like, it's so good to be a middle class nobody. Because no matter what you do in life, if you're famous, someone from high school is going to be like, oh, remember, look, they shot chocolate milk out their nose. I have pictures. Or it's always some craziness, you know?
Yeah. Gotten 2 done. Jess.
Oh, that's nice.
I've been watching a lot of Carson.
Much better than mine at the moment. They're still just sitting there.
He was the
I'll send you pictures when I get it done.
He was the first person to ever pay millions and millions and millions of dollars to his spouse while being married.
Mm-hmm.
They never stopped talking about it. Never. I would get annoyed if, people would come on the show and bring it up. Because up until other people, but Carson paid the most in human history up until modern times.
That quilt's going to turn out so good, Tammy.
You're
you're going to do black though, right? For the centers?
It's black for the centers. I'm about to pull bag 1 out here in just a second. I also have my outer arcs. I've got those pulled in or done now, or in there now. That's 2. That's 3. Where is 1? It's in here. It's got to be in here. I didn't run off with it. There's 1. It's heavy.
I'll have to send you a picture of a block that I sketched up and I made the other day.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's like I'm playing with the flying geese a little bit.
Well,
And
flying geese
so
is going to be April's quilt too.
that's like a flying geese and my name should be together. Like I love flying geese.
This is the outer arcs. This purple.
I love that color.
So, and then of course the pieced arcs. And then all my setting squares are also purple, but they're solid purple. And I'm going to do applique this time around.
Okay.
William's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't need to do that. Dang it, I didn't need this. Not yet. I'm not assembling yet.
This is the longest I've ever taken for a collar in my life.
Because you need to focus. You're not focused. Okay, 33. 32.
I have too much of Life is a Highway stuck in my head. And the fact that twin over here is trying to get me in tights. Instead of Milli Vanilli, can we just dress up like Robin Hood and Men in Tights?
No.
I loved that. It was the dumbest movie. I loved that movie.
I can get you a quiver and a bow and arrow.
Actually,
I won't need. I already have one.
That's less protection than a big jacket, though.
Yeah, it would. Well, yeah.
I need some coverage in the middle. I'm not a I don't wear tights or leggings. That's just not my style.
I know. Well, that's why I said like like the jacket, because it can go a little bit longer. It can cover the front, cover the bottom, you know. Just trying to help you out. Hey, it's going to be more coverage than chaps. We all know where that went.
Yeah, but I can wear chaps over jeans, and then we can all fantasize. You know, there's a big difference between leggings where you can't hide anything.
I'm not asking you to wear. I'm not asking you to wear leggings and chaps.
No.
The whole farm's out on the front field. You can't hide wearing leggings.
No, but I mean, you can make the jacket long enough. It's your own rendition of it. It doesn't have to be like this, you know, it's just the vision.
I have everything to assemble back into.
What is with purple? My sister loves purple. My craft room is the same color purple, and yeah, I like purple.
Purple is my color. So everybody growing up thought my favorite color was
like
pink. And so everything I was given in a color was pink. So like one of my former engagement rings, he knew I wanted purple. We couldn't find purple. So what did I end up with? I ended up with pink.
Oh.
So I'm done with pink. Done with it.
Yeah.
Pink was never my favorite. Sorry, pink. You were not my favorite.
I don't know. I go back and forth with pink. It's not something that's my color, but it looks great. Like I would never wear orange, but I found this cheesy shirt and I was like, I love it.
He's not gonna wear them, Ollie. Ollie,
no, he's not gonna wear
them.
Just
no. But you know what? That's like a challenge for him. He would wear them, so I would lose points.
Spanx, and I would I'd wear a big leaf in front like Adam. I'm gonna start working on that leaf right now. I'm gonna make the leaf this big.
I need those 10,000 points. You don't want to do that to me. Look at this face. You don't want to do that to me.
Coach will cry for effect too.
I will. I can almost instantly start crying. Almost.
Not when you have to look at the walls. I painted every other wall in my house like brick red.
A leaf applique. He can applique, so that would be great.
I probably do have a giant leaf applique if I really looked.
No, we can just get one of those patches out that you have. Apparently, you have like 1,000 patches. I'm pretty sure we can figure out something to cover the front.
I do have a ridiculous amount of patches.
Oh, you have a leaf one? You might have a leaf one. It depends
If
on
he
what kind
does,
of
I
leaf it
could
is.
make one.
We just have to see what phase I was in at the time or what obsession I was. I have a lot of cat ones. I just still don't know why I bought those cat back patches.
Oh, oh,
I have
Yeah.
matching ones too.
so that you could make a matching jacket with somebody. I don't know.
You're not including yourself, twin? You
I
don't
don't
want my
see you making
so-called
me
life.
anything.
You don't want my so-called life cat matching cat my so-called life jackets.
I'm waiting on the rocker that you're gonna give me. That
Hmm.
says "So blessed by Jess."
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm, mm.
It's on its way. Do you want to know why? Because life is a highway.
Really? Can I have the Amazon link?
All night long. Be like the naked cowboy in New York. Just wear 2 pairs of tiny whiteies.
Oh
The
Lord.
naked cowboy actually had a very interesting career. You should look up his career. He was very interesting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get off here, you
Yeah.
guys. I'm dizzy. Like
Yeah.
suddenly very incredibly dizzy. So I'm going to go find my way to bed and call it a
Yeah. Please be
night.
careful. Yeah.
I will be.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna end this in a little bit.
Okay.
Coach and I we're gonna do the Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Oh, do I need to put my sparkle jacket on for this?
Of
Because
course.
I'm about to take off this hurricane jersey.
Please take care of yourself, though, Tammy. By all means,
I will.
please. All
I
jokes
will.
aside.
That is going to work.
Yeah.
So
I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow.
yeah.
Are we doing the
Ours are
trifecta
terrific.
tomorrow before she gets off?
I'll fit. Yeah, I have an hour. Sundays I have free
Okay.
time. Just let me know.
So I'm starting, and then he's gonna go in the middle, and then you're on the end. So
Oh.
he won't be after you. He's gonna be in between us.
Oh goodness.
I'm going a little
Okay.
earlier. Yeah.
All right. Well, send me
So
times and I will come
yeah.
watch you guys before my live. All right. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Look what I started. What do I not start, Ollie? Please tell me.
Let me look it
Yes.
up to make sure it's official, but really quickly.
Really? Did you really?
No, I didn't. I didn't cross over.
Oh, you didn't cross over.
The Los Angeles.
I gotta.
I'm shocked we won. I thought you guys were gonna smoke us. I'm
We always
shocked.
we always play down to our opponents,
We are
and then we
terrible.
lose.
We are terrible this year. I am shocked that you guys lost today.
We
You're
didn't.
a good team.
Apparently, we didn't show up. It's the weekend. You know, they were hungover.
They let their cousin play. They just put the uniform on, like, oh, you look like me. Go out there. Go out there.
We're not looking to get anything. Oh, I wonder. No, we're still in third place though. We wouldn't have dropped that far. I'm trying to like you're going really. Hold on. Where am I?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to
I'm trying
catch
to-
up. I apologize.
I know. It's all right. Let's see. Ollie said he wants to see us in matching leggings and a crop top combination.
Why
Ollie, I don't have
you
the body
guys-
for that.
Neither do
Ollie, I don't.
I have my stuff. I have stuff that goes sideways and wings and all kinds of stuff you don't want to see.
Like I would need surgery prior to, and then we can talk. Absolutely, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I could do that afterwards. But yes.
I don't have a crop top
I see. I had
body.
Well, you can just wear a shirt underneath the crop top. That's what I would do.
That's
I was
even
like, they don't really see.
worse. then you get a preview of the chub. You don't see the whole. You get a little preview. No, thank you. No,
Well,
thank
that's what I thought you had a corset. Just put this. Just
That
suck it
doesn't.
in.
I wouldn't put that thing. I would be like, man, sorry. I know the lines get blurry around here, but I'm a dude. I do not suffer for fashion like that. I refuse to
No.
suffer for fashion.
No.
I honestly don't know how women wear high heels or corsets or restraining things in general.
Well, it's what we do. It's what we do.
It seems repressive.
Man, when I was first walking around heels, I thought I was going to die.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah. I don't wear them as much as I used to, though.
Even my work boots feel funny because they're at an angle.
Someday we're going to have to break out matching outfits and just do a dance party.
We are. I was
For the
looking
people.
for my Minnesota Twins hat, but I couldn't find them. I think I put them back in the hat box.
Are we going to get Minnesota Twin jerseys?
I do have, of course. See, all he remembers the story that I just told Twin yesterday.
Yeah, that's the only reason I brought it up, because I knew, because of our conversation yesterday.
But yes, we should get.
We should get jerseys. Okay, can we get the navy ones? Because navy looks better on me.
Same.
Okay, good.
Same. I have an old school Albert Bell Cleveland Indians jersey, and I purposely got the navy one.
Do they have retro ones that are so we can get a retro jersey? I like retro jerseys.
I have a retro Nolan Ryan jersey from when the Houston Astros jerseys were lit.
Yeah.
Tammy wasn't feeling well, so she left a little bit early.
Yeah.
I'm going to test this sewing machine. Look.
Are you going to mute yourself, or are you going to test it? What do you mean? Katie has a corset, and she did have two. One of them fell apart. Oh.
Ready?
I've never had one. I've had Spanx. That's about it.
The reason I bought it was more for research. When I used to stream with Phoenix all the time, I got really interested, but then it's just it's not something that I'm into. I celebrate my expansion. I don't celebrate the retraction of I celebrate my weight gain instead of trying to stuff it into. And that's another thing. I'm really big on wearing things. Well, I wear baggy clothes.
Well, okay. And I know I've never mentioned this ever.
Yeah.
Ever. But I really want a Victorian outfit. I really do. With all the shows that I've ever watched. But then I would have to wear something like that.
Yes.
And that's I'm like, and then I was like Chunky Monkey back in the day. I mean, I showed you a picture, so there's no way I could have wore one. But now I can. I feel like I could.
They're very corrective on the spine. Like if you do not have proper posture, it will force you to look forward and be as straight as a board. Oh,
and I could do that. But do I naturally want to do that? No. But yeah, so now I'm looking for a Victorian style. Yeah, I think that would look really nice.
I think you would look amazing. I think you would look absolutely amazing. I can picture you with the hat and the bow, everything.
I just got to figure out what to do with my hair. And then you can wear your cape and we can take pictures.
Oh, there you go. We should go Victorian to quilt shows.
Can you imagine?
Terry, I know it seems crazy, but I made it a whole month. And I am ready for this is William Appreciation Month. I am ready.
I wasn't nice to you today. I'm sorry. I have to be really nice to you this month.
Oh, I will hold you to that fire. I will hold you to it's my birthday month.
It's your birthday month. Just remember I made you a quilt. That's about it.
I'm so anti-birthday though, so I probably will cry on my birthday. It's just another trip around the sun. I try not to get too deep into it, you know. It feels like I love it feel the way it feels when I wear one. It's the coolest thing
Mhm.
ever.
So Ollie, I don't even know where to begin, Ollie. Seriously, I just don't. And like that's why I watch Phoenix too, because I just love what she does. And it's just, listening to her machine and just watching her craft and her talk about it. It's amazing.
I'm
That's another
obsessed with
reason.
that. I'm obsessed with that era too. I try not to talk
So,
about it, but I do watch a lot of period pieces.
oh, we can talk after the stream then. Oh,
I just, you know what it is? I even like the early 1900s. It's just people got dressed back then.
yeah.
Everything was
Can you see me with like a little umbrella and everything to keep the sun out of my face?
yeah.
Like I can just do it all.
I even recently watched a Charlie Chaplin movie, and it just everybody wore three-piece suits back then,
Hmm.
even if they were crummy with holes in them. That was what people wore, or it was
I've
it.
watched a couple more of those shows, by the way. I found the channel
What channel is that?
with TMC or whatever
Oh,
we were watching.
I love that. I have to take
Yeah.
years off and on of that channel because I
Mm.
love that. They show a
Now I
lot
just
of
sit here and
early.
I'll listen to it.
They show a lot of earlier stuff though, like
Mm.
silent films. I like a lot of the 1940s stuff. I'm weird.
So Ollie, I guess I'm just gonna have to send pictures of my inspiration and then you can tell me what direction I need to go in. So we'll go from there. Yeah.
So when you say Victorian, full corset, big B dress with the hat and everything,
Oh, I would do it. Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
those
If it was
outfits
sitting
are
right here.
that's a commitment. That is those
Hmm.
outfits are a commitment.
Oh, I know. And I watch YouTube channels of, oh, what is her name? There's a lady and she makes her own clothes and she wears them out and everything. It's beautiful. Because I watch her how she does her hair and everything. But I've always wanted to do it. There you
I
go.
I go
The
back
year
and
of,
forth.
yeah.
I'm obsessed with the 19 the I can't believe I'm admitting this. I'm obsessed with the early 1980s style of dress. It's just I'm not man enough to wear what are those Karachi pants where they completely like the AC Slater pants.
Hmm.
I can't remember what those were called. But I love that style. That's why I bought that vest. Everybody says that it reminds them of Michael Jackson. It reminds me of Electric Boogaloo. And they were dancing on Venice Beach in 1985.
Yeah. No.
Well, you never wanted to be in a you didn't want to be a dancer as a kid or what?
Oh, well, I had two older sisters that forced me into it. They would choreograph many songs and I would dance. And so they kind of like ruined it for me.
I totally understand that.
Yeah. Imagine having to dance to Tiffany and Madonna and all these other songs, and they would be choreographed, and then we'd perform. We were like their little puppets.
That whole era, like I was really into metal back then. So I was saved by Slayer and King Diamond back in those days.
Oh, not me.
And I had a brother who was obsessed with Metallica. I don't like Metallica
Bernadette,
though.
yes.
I don't
That's
listen to Metallica though. So
oh, I listen to Metallica. It all depends on my mood.
I can't remember what those pants are called. They were called something though, because a long time ago there was someone that used to watch my videos and they said what it was, but I haven't seen that person in a while. And if you're watching, you're missed. But I can't
Yeah.
remember. But they would always say you need to make these pants. I can't remember what they were called because they
So who wore
instantly.
them?
What's that?
Who wore them?
AC Slater in Saved by the Bell.
Okay. Say it well, yeah.
It was a certain cut of. They were stonewashed, but they were in tie.
Yeah.
They were baggy on top. They were like jean dockers almost. Too funny. I just got a notification from my so-called live show in 30 minutes. I am so mad at YouTube. Get your stuff together. Is this why people watch my stuff like literally 4 hours after the stream?
So when you Google it, it says vintage 80s maneuvers air patrol acid wash jeans.
That's a
Does that ring a bell?
title. No,
Yeah,
they
it's
were
a
called
title.
like Karachi or something. My daughter did a
The
video.
cargo, it's a cargo pocket snap. Oh. Mm, mm. But yeah, I see them.
Metallica tried to find me in Ottawa. We missed each other. Ollie, you have amazing stories as well. Exactly like having some space from my older siblings growing up. Mine moved away, so I got lucky at a certain age. So I went from having a huge family to being an only child. My parents reciprocated. They were like, all right, new rules. Don't rat on us. I was going to be their hookup, but they didn't find me. Ollie's got the hookup. I remember those pants. I was obsessed with Saved by the Bell.
I watched every episode.
Me too.
I didn't like it though after like when they got older. Like I kind of scooted them away.
They have a show now. I haven't watched it, but they're now the teachers at Bayside.
Yes, I saw that. And I was like, really? That's all we could do? That was the best we could do? Be teachers at the same high school? Okay, people.
Well, they're not like I meant Mark Paul Gosling. He's a dude. He's a real person. Like he's a real human being. But
Mhm.
Mario Lopez is famous for real. He's the new Dick Clark. So he could do anything he wants, and he chose to make that show. I'm the older sibling. I'm sure my younger siblings loved it when I moved out. Are you talking about Z Karachi? At least that's the name of the pair of one of my old pants. Yes, I think that is. I think that's exactly what I'm talking about. It was maybe it was a brand, but it was like
It could have been a brand.
everyone wore them because AC Slater wore them. At least in my era. I thought I got a pair. I thought I was original. I came to school. I'm not kidding you. At least 3 people were wearing them that day.
I like how it looks like a belt on the top, like a double belt. I don't know how to describe it, but I was just looking at them.
I like that stuff. I wore that with a King's sweatshirt. I was a goof.
Well, they're definitely roomy in the front and the back.
For me, not because of Dan's. I do that in my room alone. I'll be sitting there watching them play video games. Oh man, that's a big pet peeve of mine. I can't watch people play video games. I was the youngest. No. I'll leave the room. My whole life, I will leave the room. I will literally walk out the room if someone's like, "Oh, watch me play video games." I'll say, as I'm walking out of the room. Oh.
See, when I'm vacuuming or mopping, that's when I'll dance when I'm doing that. But because I'll have my headphones on, can't hear anybody, just blaring something in my ears. And it has to be something that's got some beat to it. No country or anything when I'm cleaning.
In their adult life, we spoke. All they do is play video games. I know. I have a cousin like that. In every waking moment, he plays video games, and he's my age.
Welcome to my life. Except they're teenage girls.
My cousin travels with his computer so he can play his games.
Oh, that's too much.
He came to my house
and
he took over my kitchen table with his and I have a big kitchen table. It's not small.
Yeah.
But he took over my entire kitchen table with his thing.
No, you're at somebody's house. Enjoy them. Did he even ask before he brought it, or he just brought it?
No, he just showed up with it. You can't say goof here. That's a huge mistake. It's a jail word. Goof. We say goof. This is goon all over again. When I found out that goon means something else, I would ruin my life. Not
Well,
not goof. When I say goof, like we call kids goofs and goobers. Like, oh, you little goober, what are you doing? You little grommet, what are you doing?
well, it's just like those words that you tell me don't say those down in California.
That's so funny. Not goof.
Oh, you've been banned from a word
Oh no.
if you go to Canada.
Even over when they, I know people like I know people like that. That's crazy, Shalom. That's crazy. We do have our own language here in Southern California, so I completely says
It is. It's a foreign language to me sometimes.
no. Goof is a person that does things. No, that's no,
Oh, you'll never say it again.
no. That, oh man, you learn something new every day. Goof is means a goof person. This is not true. I agree, Rita. I'm gonna live in ignorance. I'm just gonna
Yep.
live.
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
Oh my gosh. Abracadabra. That word is ruined.
Thanks, Shalom.
Oh,
It's his birthday month. Oh, knock her down.
And abracadabra. Goofy is okay, but not goof with no Y.
Okay. There you go.
I'm like that still to this day. I'm weird. I will leave the room if someone's playing video games. And I'm not even trying to be rude. It's just not my thing. But I did grow up the youngest in a big family. From like ColecoVision, computer games. I've been through every inception of video games.
I mean, then people go, well, you never spend time with me. And I'm like, you're playing video games. I'm supposed to sit beside you, just watch you do
Same.
what you're doing.
I refuse to sit and stare at someone. I'm too squirrely for all of that. I got to get up and walk around the room 15 times. That
I can't wait for it to be warm enough I can be out in my garden.
Wow. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Sort of like how everyone wanted to always play football. I think I still have an original Atari, Coleco, all of that.
Oh.
I found during the pandemic, I found out that like a lot of the stuff I had was worth a lot of money. When I found out people were paying money for Apple IIe's, I own a couple of them. It's weird to me. I have an old IBM printer with a big, that you had to load the paper in.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a majority
and it tore off.
Absolutely. I miss those old papers.
That's my favorite paper ever. Just the smell of it. I can smell it.
I probably still have a box in this room of that.
Of course.
I spent a majority of my time outside gardening to escape everything. I love gardening. I still love gardening, Katie. I'm planting Brussels sprouts tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I know I gotta cut my. I was looking at my grapes today, and I'm like, I gotta cut you back before you start growing back. I'm gonna have so many grapes this year. I might leave the stalks as they are just to see how humongous my grapes are gonna be this year.
What kind of grapes do you have?
I have a mix of Concord and I have wine grapes. So they're basically green and purple.
So you have what are they called? Bunches, grape bunches, or like?
Oh yeah,
they bunch.
Yeah.
See, they can't because in North Carolina, I guess because it's so humid, they can't be like that down here. Like we get root rot or something.
Okay, root rot's real.
Root rot's real. Or something to do with the plant itself. It's just like bunches, like grape bunches don't survive in our area.
That's so funny. It to
Yeah.
me, still to this day, after all these years, it's still amazing to me because I'll pull back and there's just this huge thing. I'm sitting in my house like a Roman, eating grapes. I'm on the couch eating grapes.
And do you like Greek food, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you imagine what you can do with your grape leaves?
I told you I actually met somebody from Israel and she taught me how to cook with my grape leaves.
Yeah.
Now I make all kinds of crazy rice, all kinds of crazy stuff with my grape leaves. And I just somebody was just like, here's an idea. Just olive oil and cook it and see what happens. They're so good.
I bet it was.
Cut them back to get good grapes, let them go. They will never grow good selling juice leaves. They were so abundant last year.
You got to cut them though. They'll grow, and they'll grow back even more than before. Trust the process. Because I have to go ahead and I have a fig tree in my backyard. Oh, it's actually my side yard, and I got to cut that back too, and my nectarine tree.
I get a massive amount of grapes to the point where I take them to my job. I force grapes upon people.
Yeah. Don't forget to fertilize. It's that time of the year too.
Grapes are native to my region. They are. I know people, especially like more in the yuppie hills, people have tons of property. I know someone that makes their own wine.
Mm-hmm.
And they really don't. I have more grapes than they do. They just have a bunch of vines on a hill and they make their own wine every year.
It's amazing. Reminds me of 7th grade when we made wine in school.
What kind of teacher you have making hooch? You're making a hooch. They would throw that teacher under the jail in my school.
He was my favorite teacher ever.
My neighbor has fig trees. He has them wrapped in a greenhouse thing. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another fig tree, but it's so beautiful and it's probably about 20 feet right now, but I really need to chop it down. It can get to 30 feet tall if I let it.
Oh man,
I can't
growing
remember
season.
exactly what kind I have.
You guys are all reminding me that growing season is coming. I need to get off my duff. I need to get off my duff and get on that.
Well, I need somebody to come till up my garden for me. Thank you.
All right, we've been going for 3 hours. I'm gonna
Are
finish
you
this
serious?
I'm gonna finish this code off stream. I'm going up with my
Okay.
grandparents and made chokeberry wine. Wow, and dandelion. You know, I recently heard someone talking about dandelion wine.
I never even heard of that.
They were kind of telling a joke, but I guess it's real. So I will be back at it tomorrow for the Sewing Power Hour. I hope.
Yes. It'll be fun.
Hope everybody has a great evening. To everyone who watches in the future, I absolutely thank you. You guys are amazing. We're just hanging out, having a good time. I'm going to finish my coat tonight. I'll be filming a short. Hopefully, I will finish my video soon. If not, it'll be a video. It'll be out soon. I'm working on a video. Twin, thank you so much for joining this evening.
Of course. It's fun.
Oh, whoops. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, click over here. No. Why did...
Yeah, good night, everyone. I hope you guys have a great evening and come back tomorrow.
That was weird.
Start with my live, then William and Tammy's.
Yay. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. So, like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely